welcome back to another live stream, another watch along. And today we have him in person. Dad is here. How are you today, Dad?
Not too bad, bud.
That's always good. Now, what are your thoughts overall for the game today? What are you thinking going into it?
I think it's going to be a tricky game. Wigan are obviously fighting for their lives. Third from bottom. Went to administration last year. Obviously, that hasn't helped their cause at all. This season, lost literally half their team to other clubs because of the administration. They obviously need to pick up points just as we do to avoid relegation. So I don't think it's going to be as easy as some people might think, but I still think we'll sneak it, and I think we'll win 2-0 today.
Yeah, well, Louis says Blue Army and 3-1 Pompey. We'll invite the first and only guest of the day today, because Dad is obviously in person. Lewis on now. How are you today, Lou?
Well, fellas, how you doing?
Move across here, otherwise you can't see me. Good, mate. What do you think ahead of this one, then?
I'm going into it positive. If we get it, it's 4 wins out of 4. It's going to be a hard game because Wigan are only 2 points off safety. If they win, they could potentially go out of the relegation zone. So they're going to be up for it for a lot different reason to us, though. They're fighting for relegation. We're fighting for promotion. You know what I mean? So it's going to be a very interesting game.
Yeah, it is for sure. Now, Pompey's lineup for today. Craig McGilvray goal, Johnson, Watmore, Raggett and Brown at the back, Naylor and Close in midfield, Williams and Jacobs on the wing, Harness through the middle with Curtis leading the line again. An unchanged side from last week. Lewis, do you think that's going to affect this result, or do you think it'll be much of the same as it was last weekend?
I think much of the same, to be fair, as long as we don't, in the second half again, play sloppy. Because Friday, the first half was amazing. We played brilliant, and even against Shrewsbury, the first half was brilliant. But it's always just seems the second half we go off the boil a little bit because we've got a 2-goal lead, and it's just you know what I mean. As long as we can keep it up, then I don't see why we can't win and win comfortably.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, we'll look at Wigan's team now. See if you know any of them or not. Jones in goal as a goalkeeper and their captain. Tariq, Tilt, Johnson and Robinson at the back. Ojo, Evans, Pompey Man, Viv Solomon, Otterbohr, Lang, Asgard and Proctor. Now, Lewis, any of those players you want to pick out and see as their key men, or are you not really worried about any of them?
I'm not really worried about any of them because they're in the spot they're in for a reason. You know what I mean? I watched your video about the stats. The stats clearly show that they're not the best team, and we know with Viv Solomon and Otterbohr what we're going to get. He wasn't the best at us, and he didn't know the offside rule. So yeah, I can't see much of anyone sticking out from straight away because the stats, it just shows they haven't got that prolific goal scorer. They haven't got that prolific assist. They've got a few decent defenders, but it's not the best because otherwise they wouldn't be where they were.
Yeah, Dad, do you see any of their players there and think any of them are going to be a danger or not?
No.
They are going across the bottom here if you don't know who they are.
Yeah, it's just like you just said, Louis. I mean,
Lewis, not Louis.
Even Otterbohr, he wasn't exactly good for us, was he?
No,
he's terrible.
And the rest of them, I've never heard of them.
Yeah, fair enough.
Is that Tilt, Curtis Tilt?
Yeah, Rotherham. He's on loan.
Yeah, I thought I knew him, but he's nothing.
He's decent.
Special, I don't think.
They wouldn't have let him go out on loan if he was any good.
Exactly.
Jacob has put going 2-0, closely won, season banger flying in top bins. Hopefully so. Jeff has put can't let Wigan do a double over us. A 3-1 win. Of course, Wigan did beat Pompey 2-1 last time out of Fratton Park. And the more important thing here, Dad, is I know you have feelings on him. In that game, it was Ellis Harrison's last league goal for Pompey. Ellis Harrison's last league goal for Pompey came in that game all the way back then. Do you think that that showed something that they could actually pose as a threat again? Or do you think that even though they did beat us last time, it's different now under the Cowleys and it realistically should be a 3-pointer?
Yeah, it should be 3 points all day long. At the start of the season, this is a period that it wasn't just Wigan. We weren't playing well. We drew with Shrewsbury at home. Away.
No, we were at home with Shrewsbury. Away at Rochdale.
We drew with Shrewsbury. We drew with Rochdale. We lost to Doncaster and Charlton. So at that time we weren't really playing very well. I think now we're in a much more positive frame of mind. We've got new management. We look reinvigorated, playing a completely different style of football under the Cowleys to what we were playing under Jacket. So it's a must win, and I think we will win.
Lewis, how about you? Do you think that the loss last time affects us, or do you think you just got to put it behind us under the Cowleys form a different kind of way of playing against them, and that will be a way that we'll get the points?
No, obviously, it's in the back of our minds. We've lost it. We shouldn't have lost it. You know what I mean? It's our first loss at home for ages. But like your dad said, new manager, new ideas, and Wigan are still not doing brilliant. And it shows that they're not a very good team. So just keep that. The past is the past. Now we're focusing on the future, and we need to be winning these sort of games to cement our places in the playoffs.
Yeah, sorry about this. We've got a couple of Wi-Fi issues again. It seems to want to happen quite a lot. Helen has put, "Hello Blake, did you know we turn 123 years old today?" Yes, I did. I'll bring up Pompey's tweet now. Can't put it on the screen, but I will read it out. The most successful club on the South Coast, one of only 5 sides to win all 4 divisions, and the noisiest fans in the land. It's Pompey, isn't it? Yes, it is. 123 years old today, formed on the 5th of April, 1898. And Louis has put, "We could go up to 4th today. We could, and it's a thing that we need to get back." Dad, do you think we'll be moving back into 4th after this game today?
I do. I can't see anything apart from 3 points today, and I think we're going to move to 4th. It would be nice if teams like Hull above us lost, and so did Sunderland or Peterborough as they're playing each other, just to give us a little sneaky that we might be able to challenge for the automatics moving forward. But we'll have to see.
Well, I think a point would see Pompey move up into the 4th in the league because Lincoln are not in action today. The other games, of course, are Wimbledon, who face Fleetwood, Gillingham travelling to Blackpool, another big game there on the edge of the playoffs. Doncaster, they travel to Bristol Rovers. Burton host Swindon. Hull, in form, top of the league, host Northampton. Crewe travel to Stadium MK, home of MK Dons. Accrington travel to the 3-sided arena of Oxford. Sunderland travel down to Peterborough. Rochdale host Ipswich. Shrewsbury host Plymouth. And, of course, Pompey are travelling north to the DW Stadium. Lewis, are there any games you're going to pick out there and see as games Pompey could be affected by, or as the big games of the day?
The big game of the day is Peterborough Sunderland straight away. That's probably one of the biggest games in the league this season, to be honest. If you look at both the teams' form, how they've been playing, I can see Sunderland winning. I can see Sunderland going up automatic, but it's going to be a very good game. And also, Gillingham Blackpool, was that it? Gillingham Blackpool playing as well.
Yeah, Gillingham
that's
Blackpool,
another big game. They're the 2 big games for this week, I'd say, or this weekend.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's going to be a difficult one. I'll put the head-to-head across the bottom now. I think this is the head-to-head in League One, because Pompey obviously have played them in other competitions such as the Premier League. But in League One, it's been 1 win, 1 draw, and 1 Pompey loss. Pompey's loss obviously was this season. The win and draw coming when Wigan did win League One, which they won't be doing this season. I think that's fairly obvious, isn't it?
I'd say.
But you never know. They could go on a run of 50 wins out of the next 6 games. But
and
Lewis,
if that happens, I'll get a Wigan Athletic badge tattooed on my arse. Tell you that now.
Oh yes.
Well, we asked if
Shocking.
after last weekend's win, last Friday's, when I keep thinking it was last weekend when it wasn't. Do you think Pompey stand a chance of automatics, or do you think it will be playoff and then difficulty in the playoffs?
Right, the way I'm seeing it this season, I'll be happy with playoffs. Jacket done us dirty. I didn't even think we'd make playoffs. Do you know what I mean? But Cowley's coming, revitalise the team. 3 wins out of 3, could be 4 wins out of 4. As long as we cement our place in the playoffs, we can push for automatic. But as long as we don't muck up our chances of playoffs, I'll be happy with just playoffs, to be honest with you.
Dad, did you agree with Lou?
Yeah, I think to start off with, I think playoffs have got to be the main aim, and if everything above that, automatics is a bonus.
Yeah.
But Lewis, you're completely right, mate. If Jacket was still in charge, we could be like 12th, 13th the way we were playing.
That's the way we were going.
I mean, we were on a downward spiral. Yeah. We were getting worse week in, week out. So, like I said before, we're reinvigorated now under the Cowleys. We have got a favourable run in. So there can't be any excuses why we can't get to at least the playoffs. and then we go from there. I know our record in the playoffs isn't great, but
has to change at some point.
it's like Blake said, it's got to change at some point. So I can only see positives moving forward. And I think if we do get into the playoffs, anything's possible.
Yeah, definitely. Well, score prediction first of all, Lou. What's your score prediction for today?
Right, I've seen so many people do the same we did against Rochdale, say 4-5, 6-0, you know what I mean? But I'm going to just go 2-0, 2-1. Just get the win. It's even we have to play well, obviously, but a win's a win. You know what I mean? As long as we get a win and get the points on the board to get playoffs, I'll be happy with anything, to be honest.
Yeah, Marcus put you won't get in the top two. We probably won't. I don't know who you support, but if it's Sunderland, you probably will. We'll take it. Obviously, I don't know. Lewis put third or second. I can see us finishing if we keep playing the way we are playing and results go our way. Who knows? That's the thing with football, isn't it? Not just Pompey. It's football overall. Anything can happen. You know, one team can lose 3 in a row. Pompey can win 3 in a row, and we're above them. Like
I don't know how many times I've said this. League One's the best of a bad bunch to go up. Anyone can beat anyone on their day. You know what I mean? So anything could happen.
Yeah, well, Pompey with the easiest running out of everyone theoretically. Other teams playing each other. If they beat each other, Sunderland do win. Mark is a Sunderland fan. You probably will be going up, mate. But, you know, anyone like Hull or Peterborough could go on a run.
About time for them, really. About time.
Yeah, Sunderland could win today at Peterborough. And then Peterborough could be like, oh, hold on a minute, and just slip.
Yeah.
I think they keep losing and we go, boom, and we're above them.
I think
it's as simple as that.
I mean, Sunderland have got a hard run in. There's no doubt about that. I think Peterborough got some hard games to come as well.
Should we have a look at all the teams' run-ins while you talk?
Yeah.
If we click on it, Jeff says automatic promotion's a pipe dream, lads. It is definitely. It's away in the distance in the sunset is automatic promotion, but we're just thinking theoretically if it could happen. Andy says afternoon, Blake lad. Afternoon, Andy. How are you today, mate? Well, Doncaster's running then. We'll have a look at them first. Well, after no wins in their last 5, let's add.
I'd take Doncaster out of the scenario already. I don't think Doncaster.
Well, they have Bristol Rovers, Wigan, Burton, Shrewsbury, Accrington, Fleetwood, Peterborough, Rochdale, Blackpool, and then Peterborough again. So that's not easy whatsoever, especially as they're in bad form anyway, dropping to 10th in the table. Hull, who of course are top of the league at the minute, no losses in their last 9 games there. They have still to play Northampton today, followed by Plymouth, Fleetwood, Sunderland, Lincoln, Wigan, and Charlton on the final day. Once again, not an easy run-in whatsoever.
No, can I just say, look at what Northampton done to us 2-3 weeks ago.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Anything can happen.
Exactly. See, they are chasing it. They're chasing it down. Accrington, Crewe, Shrewsbury, Gillingham, Wimbledon, Plymouth, Shrewsbury, and Burton. Not really any difficult ties in there, but there could be a couple of banana skins. Peterborough and Sunderland's then, so Peterborough first. They're running is Sunderland, Swindon, Northampton. So they're playing basically everyone from the top 6 there. So that won't be easy whatsoever.
Definitely not.
Sunderland then have potentially the hardest running with Peterborough, Charlton, Wigan, Blackpool, Hull, Accrington, Blackpool again, followed by Plymouth and Northampton. Sort of safe or mid-table. They're playing everyone that's got points to win. Ipswich as well, we'll have a quick look at them because they are obviously going to still be fighting. Rochdale, MK Dons, Wimbledon, Charlton, Northampton, Wimbledon again, Swindon, Shrewsbury and Fleetwood are 4. Ipswich there. So once again, no side I think has an easy run. And you say Pompey are playing the bottom half teams, but they want points. You look at Wigan today, they're not going to turn up and go, okay.
They're fighting for their life.
Pompey are first, they can have 3 points, we'll just win next week. Yeah, they're going to throw everything. They're not going to be looking at it going, oh no, it's Pompey, they're 5th. We can't possibly fight against these. Then we go, right, lads, put up a fight. Whether or not we win, you fight for it. And quite simply, that's what we've got to do. You've just got to fight and fight and fight, and that's what they've got to do, what we've got to do, what everybody's got to be trying to do anyway. Dad, do you think they will be taking points of us today, or do you think they won't be?
No, I think we're going to win 2-0. I agree with you, Lewis. I think it won't be anything silly like 3-4, 5-0. But I certainly think we've got the firepower and the players to be beating Wigan fairly comfortably. But I think it'll be either 2-0 I'll go for today.
Yeah, Alison says 3-1 to Pompey. We hope so. Mark says we still have Hull to play. Yes. And Nathan says, away Sunderland. How are you today, Nathan? You obviously do join us quite often. How are you doing today? How do you feel ahead of Peterborough's? Well, the game against Peterborough today, that is, not Peterborough's anything. The game against Peterborough Obviously, that is on Sky Sports if you don't have the Pompey game and you're a fan of one of them two, or just want to watch a football game. That is live on Sky Sports main event. Dad is checking Facebook because I think he's bored. But
I'm not bored at all, mate.
We'll put the lineups back on the screen. Dad, happy with that lineup overall?
Yeah, I think it's the lineups to be expected. Obviously, we haven't got a recognised striker at the moment, with Hawula being injured, Harrison being injured, and Marcus being suspended. So you expect Curtis was always going to start up front. The rest of the team sort of picks itself in terms of the starting 11. But yeah, I think we've got enough firepower in the squad and enough attacking options to win the game.
Yeah, Nathan has said, I'm fine, mate. Very nervous, not going to lie. I would be as well. It's like if Pompey had to play one of those two at the moment, we needed 3 points. So are they. It wouldn't be easy. Lewis, your thoughts on that lineup then? Happy, not happy, content?
At the end of the day, it's what your dad said, it's expected. It's what we have to do with what we've got, you know what I mean? Like Curtis up front, I think, was as soon as Mark was sent off, Hawula's out, and obviously Harrison. I think most people thought Curtis would go up front. So with what we got, that's the best lineup we could possibly choose. You know what I mean?
Yeah, pretty much. I don't think there's any changes. Well, if you had to make a couple of changes to it, Dad, what changes would you make?
What, and players that are actually available?
Well, yeah, or players that aren't at the moment, but you would put in when they come back.
Well, I think Marcus, when he is not suspended, will probably come straight back into the team. Just because simply the fact that he's our only real recognised striker. Apart from that, I think the team would stay the same. I don't think there's anyone you could say should come in and is any better than the starting 11 we've got, because they're not. Yes, we have got options off the bench, people like George Byers, Harvey White, but to me, none of those have shown enough to be warranting a starting position. Maybe his impact to come on as subs and things like that, but none of them for me have shown enough to certainly warrant to start the game.
Yeah, makes sense, to be honest. Lewis, would you make any changes if you had to, or had the opportunity?
Fair, I'd probably just change, when Marcus is back, change Marcus for Jacobs, put Curtis back on a wing, and then like the second or the 60th minute you bring on Jacobs as an impact, then also bring on Andy Cannon, because he's a good player. We've seen Andy Cannon this season. He's a good player. But at the moment, you can't drop Close either, because Close is playing the best. He's in the best form of his career at the moment. You know what I mean? Like, he's playing well and he's relishing the opportunity under the Cowleys, which he didn't get with Jacket. So there's only you couldn't make a load of changes, because, like your dad said, White, Byers and that haven't shown they deserve to be in the starting 11. You know what I mean? Yeah. The only thing you could do is bring them on as a sub. That's it.
I mean, I'd have probably said a few weeks ago at the end of the last few games under Kenny Jackett, maybe I'd have replaced Raggett and put Rasmus Nikolaisen in instead. But since the Cowleys have come in, for me, he's one of the standout players. He's
played well. He has played well, and you don't want to jinx him, because you feel like he makes a lot of mistakes, but he's played well.
I think it was expected, though, with the Cowleys coming in. They've worked with him before.
But yeah, I mean, everything's so much more positive now. We're playing football in the right way. We're playing from the back, even though sometimes that does worry me when certain players get on the ball and trying to pass it around from the back. But I think we're playing the right style of football. I mean, and you've got to remember, the Cowleys are still only, yes, they've won 3 games on the bounce, but they've only actually had not even 2 weeks to work with these players yet. So you presume the longer they get to work with these players, week in, week to week, we should be getting better, because they'd have had more time to know the squad. The training will improve. The interaction between the players and the management, you'd presume, would improve. So for me, we can only get better moving forward.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, what was it? Ryan Williams come out after the game, and he said in an interview, he went, "Yes, playing at the back, it is nerve-wracking, because one missed pass you could concede, but he went, just stick by us. We're still new with Cowleys, and we'll just get better and better." And at the moment, Ryan Williams is playing really well. You know what I mean? And I feel like under Jacket, he was one of the only players that would actually run and fight for the shirt. Didn't care under Jacket, but he's even with Cowley, Williams is still a good player, I think.
Yeah, well, I think he's got the effort, hasn't he? That's the main thing. Even with Jackie, he still proved that he wanted to be there. He still proved that his effort levels were up. He wasn't actually giving up on anything. He was fighting and fighting for everybody. Well, I think you agree with me on this, don't you? And finishing everything off that he could, but it just wasn't good enough from a squad as a whole, Dad. Was it?
No, it wasn't.
Yeah. Well, we're looking now at a sunny DW Stadium. I reckon it isn't actually quite warm there, as it is, and it's cold down here. We do apologise if there is any internet issues. It does happen. Not much we can do about it, unfortunately.
But luckily, I'm actually next to Blake today, so hopefully there shouldn't be any problems with the wife, because obviously I'm the one in the tech department.
Yeah, well, please do let me know in the comments if there is anything, and we'll try and get it sorted, because that is the most or least we can possibly do. Dad, go on then. What do you think about Wigan's home form being one of the worst in the league? Do you think that will affect this game, bearing in mind they're 23rd on home form?
No, I mean, it's what I've said on previous streams. You look at our starting 11 and their starting 11. This really should be a no contest. I mean, we've got better players. We've got better players on the bench. Obviously, Wigan is very unfortunate. Obviously, Pompey know what it's like going into administration. You lose all your assets, your best players have left. You know, the people like Jamal Lowe straight away went. The manager went.
Shay
Dunkley went. Naismith was gone. So Gary Roberts, I know he's getting on a bit now, but he's left. So they've lost all their best players. And yes, they've just got under new ownership, but that's not going to make any difference now because they can't buy any players at the moment. So they're stuck with what they got until the end of the season. And obviously they've had to go out and get players on loan. They've had to go out and, get players wherever they can find them just to make a squad up. And that's basically why they are in the position they're in, because they were, in my opinion, what happened to them is a disgrace. They were 12 points clear of the relegation zone in the Championship, and then with like a couple of games to go, they got a 12 points deduction and got relegated. They'd have never got relegated under normal circumstances. So
yeah,
it basically is a disgrace what's happened to them. I mean, they could be in League 2 next year, and that's no fault of the players, but obviously the ownership there was corrupt. So you feel sorry for a club like that to be going through what they're going through, but they're in their position they're in because the whole team's changed, and the players that are there aren't anything better than relegation.
They don't possess the quality to play well in League One. The players they have.
No, of course they don't. But that's
what I mean. It's
unfortunately go on, Blue.
It's not ideal what happened to him, and obviously it's happened to a lot of teams recently. Like Bury, not a team anymore. Bolton have had the same. You've had I've heard Morecambe have been in a bit of money problems. You've had it happen to Pompey. You've had it happen to so many teams. You know what I mean? Even Sunderland lost some money. You know what I mean? Like, what happened? The EFL. I don't like the EFL because they don't give up. They don't care about some teams, and you see that. But what happened to them wasn't nice. But they've got on with it, and they've tried their best. Obviously, they could be getting relegated, but there's not a lot they could do about it, and they can do about it at the moment. You know what I mean? Until the end of the season to rebuild.
No, I completely agree.
Yeah, it happens, doesn't it? Especially if you're worried about if you're going to be getting your wages paid and things like that. You're not going to be
exactly
putting in 370% when you don't even know if you're getting paid by these people.
Yeah, that's it. You go on, mate.
Go on, you go.
Look, they couldn't even give us the money for Jamal Lowe when they got him because they were in that bad money problems. You know what I mean? So they were in shit street. You know what I mean? It wasn't good at all for them.
The only thing we'll have to be a bit wary of today is they were the better team against Gillingham and probably should have won that game. And Gillingham scored a goal on the counter attack and won the game. So this isn't. They've obviously got a little bit of fight about them. I mean, even the other day against Rochdale, yes, we were winning 2-0, but in the second half we ran out of energy a bit.
Yeah.
So
no game in this league is a walk in the park. Every game's a different challenge, and it's for a different reason. You know what I mean? And if some people think we can win today easily, I don't agree with that. It's going to be a very hard game. Any game's hard, especially with where they are in the table.
Yeah, so I mean, our intensity levels are going to have to be at it from minute 1 to minute 90.
Yeah, they are. Well, Wigan with a win could exit the relegation zone today. They're on 35 points, 2 points off of Swindon, who are in safety at the minute. With a game in hand on Northampton, who are 4 points ahead. Lewis, do you think they could be staying up, or do you think you could be, do you think they could stay up, or do you think they could maybe build next season after being relegated?
Right, I would like to see them stay up, to be honest, because everything that's happened with them. But me personally, I can't see them staying up. Every game's going to be hard for them. Every game they've got to try their hardest, and I can't see it happening. And to be fair, it might not be such a bad thing going down, but with new owners, they can rebuild. You know what I mean? Start afresh.
Rebuild, yeah.
Yeah. So like, I would like to see them stay up just because what's happened to them, but I can't see them staying up.
No.
Yeah. Jeff has put, nobody felt sorry for us when we had our corrupt owners. I don't know. I don't really remember much. But then, did they feel sorry for us, Dad? You obviously were a bit older than me then. You would probably remember.
Well, I remember when we went into administration, and then we just went down the divisions. We got points deductions, got into the championship, another 12-point deduction.
League One, another one.
League One, another deduction. We were playing in League Two. We were getting players on loan from week to week. We never had the same team. And if I'm being honest, no one did feel sorry for us. Not in the. And we had to fight our way back to where we are now.
Yeah, fan ownership.
And we fell through the league.
If it wasn't for the fans, we wouldn't be a club. You know what I mean?
We wouldn't be a club.
It just shows the passion of the fan for our club to see where we are now. You know what I mean?
I mean, Wigan in a way are lucky that someone's come in and bought them because they haven't got the fan base.
No,
because Wigan's a rugby league town. Wigan hasn't got Wigan.
I've always seen Wigan as a rugby league. You know what I mean?
But it is. Yeah. They don't have the fan base to come in. And
but like MK Dons, they won't ever fill it at the moment because even when they played Man City, it wasn't full as far as I'm aware.
And Wigan's not a particularly affluent area either.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
You know, it's one of those games where you want to, but it won't be easy. And Wigan will fight to the last breath in games like this for anything they can get. And people that look at games like this going, oh, Pompey should win 3-4, maybe 5-0, are those same people that will be like, well, why didn't Pompey win 5-0 against Rochdale? You look at it, Rochdale turned up and they weren't actually a bad side.
The first half, Rochdale, we were the better team. The second half, Rochdale could have easily pulled a second back. You know what I mean? They were the better team in the second half. We just went off the ball straight away. And that's what could cost us for players potentially.
The thing is,
we have a good first half, but the second half we were sloppy.
Look, what you got to remember is we've changed management, yes. Everything looks rosy in the garden, but these players have got to adapt to a completely different style of football, a different style of training. Everything's completely different to what they were used to under Jacket. So that takes time to evolve. That's why, from what I said earlier, is we can only get better moving forward because
exactly
the longer they have with the players moving forward can only be a positive thing. So at the first 2 or 3 games, there are always going to be little things
There's
to
always
eke
going to
out.
be little errors. Even give them another 3, 4, 5 games, we'll still have little errors, but they're still adapting to Portsmouth life. You know what I mean?
And we're playing the right way. You know, we're playing on the ground. I mean, even you look at the goalie, McGilvery. Every time he used to get the ball at the back, all he used to do was hoof it down the field. No thought to roll it to a defender to pass out. It was always get the ball as far out the field as you can, and that's what they was instilled into them. That's how they were trained on the training field to get the ball to the final third as quickly as possible. There was no thought process between the back and the front at all. It was just get the ball up as quickly as you can, and then once we conceded a goal, we had no hope. As soon as we were behind 1-0, 2-0, we never came back from that because we never had any other options. There was no thought. There was no thought process to think, oh, hold on a minute, we're going to have to play like this. We need to keep the ball. There was nothing.
Well, you notice at Rochdale, McGilvery would roll the ball out to Watmore. They'd pass to Raggett, pass to Brown, pass back to Raggett. The passing, I've never seen us pass around the back as well as we were doing that last game. It's like we've been doing it most of the season. We were playing really well. With Jacket, we wouldn't be doing that. No way we would be doing that. It just shows the difference and the change that the Cowleys have made. You know what I mean?
I mean, I certainly think at the end of the Jacket, he lost the dressing room. The players, no matter what they say in the press or the media or whatever,
no, he lost the dressing room straight. Definitely lost the dressing room.
They didn't want to play for him.
You see that in the attitude of the players in all in games. They didn't want to play for him.
When you had players like Byers walking off, storming off, and arguing with the players on the bench when he came off against Salford, and then when he didn't get picked for a squad a couple of weeks before, he didn't even bother watching the game. He just disappeared. That's not on.
This isn't Sunday League. This isn't a Sunday League team. You get dropped once and this is professional football. This is League One. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You can't be doing that. You have to have the right attitude. You know what I mean?
Albie said, "Hello lads, how are we? We are good, thanks." And Alan has said, "Greetings from Central London. Play Up Pompey." Hope you are both all right. We are fine, as far as I'm aware. But hoping Pompey can claim 3 points for the 4th game in a row. Hopefully not 2-1. Hopefully 8-1, but it won't happen. 2-1 seems to be our scoreline at the moment. Do you reckon that's a problem?
Speciality. No, it's winning games. Obviously, you'd like to keep clean sheets, but we'd always like to keep clean sheets. But we're winning games, you know what I mean? As long as we're winning games and getting points, and we're playing well, a 2-1's a 2-1. You know what I mean? Like, yes, we've conceded a few sloppy goals, but that's football. Teams are always going to concede sloppy goals.
Yeah, they are, definitely. Dad, do you think 2-1's a problem, or do you think it's fine?
Well, I think we'll win 2-0.
No, that's not the question.
Oh, no.
The question is...
Sorry, mate.
Do you think 2-1 is a problem scoreline? Bearing in mind we can't keep the clean sheets, and we're only scoring 2 goals.
To be honest, it doesn't matter. Whether we win 2-1, 3-2, 3, it doesn't matter. If we get the 3 points, it doesn't matter how we win. If we concede or not, we won the game. We got the 3 points, move on, and that's it.
Yeah, Norfolk and Chart says, "Hello, can I have a shout out?" There you go, mate. You can get on the screen there. But yeah, hopefully Pompey can claim 3 points. I'll put the lineups across the screen again now, just in case you haven't already seen. McGilvray starts in goal for Pompey with Johnson, Watmore, Raggett and Brown making up a back 4. Naylor and Close in the holding midfield roles. Williams, Jacobs on the wings. Jacobs starting against his former club. Harness in the middle or on the wing instead of Jacobs, with Curtis leading the line again. Lewis, you've already said decent lineup, not much you change about it. Would you possibly like to see people swap around during the game and see maybe Williams go up front, Curtis drop to the wing, Jacobs go in the middle, Harness to one wing? Would you like to see that happen, or would you like to see it stick to what it's been set out as?
I think just stick to what it's set as because we're playing well with it. I feel like if you make too many changes, it can mess with the team. We know like they're put in their positions at the moment. They play well there. You noticed that last game. Just stick to what we got. If we have to make changes, then yeah, by all means, make the changes. But if we don't have to make the changes, keep it as it is, keep it simple, and go from there.
Yeah, Lewis, I'm going to chat this question over to you. It's going to go on the screen. Would you rather Pompey go bust or support Southampton?
Oh my God!
I'd rather Pompey go bust. I'm not supporting them down the road. I'd rather top up their toe or drink bleach. You know, I ain't supporting them down the road. I don't care. Let Pompey go bust. I'm never supporting them down the road. Up the Baths if that happens. You know what I mean? It's not happening.
Yeah, we got Baffins, we got all of that lot instead of the red and white stripes of Southampton down the road. That I don't think I could ever see myself wanting to look at that.
It's bad enough seeing in the chat with Sunderland fans red and white, but we know that's Sunderland. We'll let them off because it's Sunderland, but red and white is a horrible colour to look at.
Anyway, Wigan's lineup then. Jamie Jones is the captain and goalkeeper with Derek Quatilt, Johnson, Robinson, Robinson, Ojo, Evans, Pompey Man, Solomon, Otterball, Callum Lang, Asgard, and Proctor. Lewis, any that Wigan side?
Say that again. You cut out halfway.
Sorry. Any worries about any of those Wigan players in that Wigan side?
No, I feel like Solomon Otterball will be the same as the Curtis Tilt for Shrewsbury. It'll do nothing. I don't think no one will stand out for them because they're where they are for a reason.
Yeah, Dad's quickly popping off to go grab something and do something. So he shouldn't be too long as he tries to get out my door. So I'm just hoping he doesn't break anything on his way out. Call of Duty singing on the door. He's just walked out, left everything wide open, and disappeared off. Please do subscribe if you are new. Do not forget, we want to hit 700 by the end of today. We did set that challenge. We're in 698 at the moment. We're so
That's 2 people. Just 2 people whack it
close.
now.
So if you
Not
have
hard, is it? You know what I mean? Just whack it now. 2 people whack it now and get to 700 before 3 o'clock. You heard it here. Trust.
the other Lewis has put hello Blake as well. Up Pompey. Hello Lewis. How are you? Yeah, it's not hard. Just whack that subscribe button if you're here and you're new. It's free as always. It's just down below. It's a big red thing. Tap it. Don't even need to put notifications on. I just like to see loads of people subscribe so we can have the support on the channel that we so desperately crave. We do crave it. Well, how long have we got before kickoff? We have 8 minutes before kickoff, Lewis. So some final thoughts then, as I try and get some chocolate out.
I just hope we play well and don't do what we've done against Rochdale. I hope we just if you play like we did in the first half, we'll win the game. I feel like as long as we don't in the second half slip off, go after Boyle, I'll be happy with it. You know what I mean? And like I said, I'll be happy with any win, 2-1, 3-2, 1-0. A win's a win. I would like to see us perform well in both halves, not just one half.
Yeah, definitely. And Austin has said 3-1 Pompey as I stuff my face with a 12. Sorry, yeah.
But then saying sorry to interrupt, but saying that
Right.
we played bad in the second, we still had 70% possession in the second half. So even though we're off the boil and that, we're not getting the goals. We're still passing well and keeping the ball. It's just we're not having that last edge to score a third or fourth. You know what I mean? It's just like we're just happy passing it around and letting them bring on the attack because we're comfortable where we are at the moment. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Call of Duty listening on. Thank you for the subscription, mate. I have seen it. 699 now. We are so close to the target.
We need one more. Get one more. One more person.
If one of the 9 people in here is not subscribed, please, it's free. Can we hit it before the game starts? I know
Charlie's watching this, and I think he's watching it with Dean and Todd. Dean and Todd, if you haven't subbed, just sub now. Because I know Charlie's subbed.
Go over there and do this. Just
get into 700. It'll be
tappy. Because as soon as we hit 700, and we've done it! It has been done.
Easy. Done.
3 o'clock. We'll show the screen now. I am charging my phone, so it didn't come then. But if we can show it, if it is even there, I don't even know. Will it focus? It won't focus. But 700 subscribers has been hit.
I just refreshed my YouTube. I can see 700. Good number, that.
Yes, 700. So we'll get that posted on the Instagram page. Obviously, Blake_O'Neill YT. Follow me on there for updates. Twitter's probably the place I post more, though. Blake PFC there. But yes, thank you everybody for clicking the subscription button. That is what we wanted to hit, and it has been done. Please do share the channel as well. That's another big thing. Lewis does it so much for me, which does mean a lot. But if you haven't already, please do whack a subscription, whack a share, just to anyone you know that hasn't already subscribed. Please do. And Lewis, we've got 5 minutes till kickoff. We'll ask you again. I know I have already. On Pompey's birthday, do you think we can claim 3 points? And do you ultimately think we'll go up via the playoffs, whether it be automatics? What do you think will happen?
So, start of the question, I can see us winning today. I feel like we have the better qualities in the whole team and even the management and the better qualities. And going up, at the end of the day, we know what we're looking playoffs, but that was on the jacket. I'd be happy if we win one playoff game because that's an improvement in the playoffs is what we've seen the last few seasons. I'd be happy to win one game in the playoffs. If we don't go up, it's not the end of the day because it's a whole new season with the Cowleys next season. If the Arsenals sign him a new contract, which they should, it's a whole new season in League One to do what they got to do, get the players they want to get, and start afresh. But if we go up, happy days, you know what I mean? Quality, then it's just looking to get the players that will bolster our squad more to even finish one place above the relegation zones in the Championship because that'll be a quality season just to stay up, you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. Dad has returned from his dwelling. I don't know where he went. Please do put that back in front of the doors to avoid any noise coming in.
Quick one. If there's any Wigan fans, let us know what's your thoughts on the new ownership. Do you trust it or do you feel like you'll get a backlash on it with what happened in the last owners? Please
do let us know. And Dad, I thought I'd let you know, as you probably haven't seen, 700 subscribers has been hit.
Outstanding.
700 subscribers has just been hit. With 3 minutes to go until kickoff, we've done it. So I'm going to quickly tweet out. Dad, Final thoughts for the game. Go. Just talk about it.
Well, just from the start, play the way we have been. Well, certainly in the first half of the last game against Rochdale, play from the back, keep the ball, keep the high press, get after them. I want to see us getting after them from the first minute. Create chances. Don't sit back. Don't let them come onto us. And I think if we continue playing the way we are, we're going to get better week in, week out. This is a game we've got to be winning. And I know it sounds, a lot of people who are listening and watching this is probably going to think it's crazy, but I think with the players we've got, we could win every game to the end of the season. Because winning breeds confidence. And the more we're winning, 3, 4, 5 games on the bounce, the confidence, the players are going to be up for it every game. I never thought I'd be saying this a couple of weeks ago, but I'm so positive moving forward.
Same. Oh, I've turned my phone on and it's very loud. I didn't want to do that. Jacob has said, Dad, expect absolute scenes if we score from us two. If we score a good goal later on or later in the second, I will throw him off that chair and we'll celebrate. Yeah. It's been said. But if it's just like a tap-in from 3 yards out, typical Marquis finish, maybe not. But yeah, we can do something.
And also, just Blake's already said this. Before the May the 1st, we're going to cycle to Cowley. If he gets it before the playoffs, if we're in them, obviously.
Well, no, it'd be anyway, even if we're not in them.
We're going to cycle to Wembley Stadium. And if it's before his birthday on July the 25th, we're going to cycle to...
Can it be done? That is the main question.
Can it be done?
As Danny Cowley walks onto the pitch, well, I think now there's literally a minute or 2 left. So, Lewis, I think it is about time we allow you to go and watch the game until we do rejoin you. You rejoin us at half-time. Half-time.
To half-time, mate, in a bit.
Up to Muami.
Well, now Lewis has gone, Dad. So we're going to twist this, and you don't have to come and hug me for the whole game.
All right, mate.
Anyone that's got thoughts on their lineup, as I've just realised I've left their lineup on screen for the last half an hour or so. But there we go. That is where it is. Any thoughts from anyone? Dad, any thoughts from you before we do kick off?
No, I mean I'm just watching them, the Wigan players doing a little huddle training. Obviously, their manager's obviously in temporary charge. He's the Liam Richardson, is it?
Ex-Pompey.
Ex-Pompey
assistant manager.
Assistant manager. Obviously, he was assistant manager under Cook. He's obviously a decent assistant manager, but he's not. Never had as far as I know, never had a proper management job in terms of the head coach. So he's obviously only interim. I can't see him being there, next season as the head coach. But stranger things have happened.
4-4-2. It looks like Proctor and Langley.
Yeah, I'm looking at their team, and on paper, nothing causes me undue concern. But obviously, they are fighting for their lives. They want to get as many points as they can, and they don't want to. They want to try and stay in this league. So we'll have to be at it from minute 1 to minute 90. And I don't think we can afford to, like we did in the second half against Rochdale, sort of run out of energy and let them come onto us, because that could end in tears.
End in tears. I don't think we're going to be crying if they win.
No. I will be.
But you will be, will you? Right, okay then. It looked like there are 2 goalkeepers coming to the halfway line, as Pompey are in orange today. Pompey do start their huddle without McGilvray, but McGilvray has now joined it. Yeah. Dad, score prediction before we start.
I'm going for 2-0 today.
And you can move away from the screen. You don't have to be kissing everyone.
Sorry, I don't mean to be kissing everybody. I'm going for 2-0 today.
Good. Right, they're ready to kick off. We are not. We are in our huddle still.
Right.
Would you like a chocolate?
No, I'm not choosing.
You don't want a chocolate?
No.
Dad is being boring. How was everyone's Easter? We will ask as I go to grab another chocolate. You don't have to. You can just sit there, Dad. Dad's first time appearing live for the 90 minutes, so I think he's going to be stressing because he normally does 15 minutes and disappears. So Wigan will get us underway here as I take the knee.
One good omen is this ref's refed us 6 times and we won every time.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and he's ref Wigan twice, and they've won 1 and drawn 1.
Well, Wigan do get us underway over to the right-hand side with an early press from Pompey there. Not got the ball there. I'm going to read out Jacob's comment.
Only had one Easter egg, quite disappointed, Jacob. Well, Blake's got plenty, mate, so we drop some round to you from Blake.
No. Yeah, mine are there, but they're not getting eaten yet. Oh. Well, it's been a nice and entertaining game so far, isn't it? With Wigan just holding the ball in their half, passing it back to their keeper. The quality on this isn't very good because Pompey are in orange.
It's a pretty boring start to the game.
Jones does hoof it long. Brown cuts it out, back to the Raggett, back to McGilvray. And McGilvray goes long.
There's me telling me he pushes it out all the time and he just hoofs it.
Yeah, but you realise he was under pressure then, so Pompey are getting a bit outplayed at the moment, actually.
We're not looking too good so far.
Pompey being outplayed and already giving away a free kick just inside Pompey's half. Ryan Williams with the foul. There are more Wigan cardboard cutouts than there are normal fans. There are. There definitely are. I've got showing a replay of that foul by Ryan Williams there. Just chops him down from behind. No real need to make it, but he does anyway. I don't want to put the camera off here, but I'm going to put it down here so you can actually still see me. There we go, that's better. Well visible now.
Come on, you got us.
We're getting outplayed. Otterbore's out to the right now for the right back. I don't know who it is, but for the right back inside now.
Yeah, to me, this is quite a shaky start from Pompey, to be honest.
We are only 2 minutes in, but it's not looking good, is it?
No.
Oh, he's turned Tom Naylor. Matt Vaughan says, afternoon, lads. Play out Pompey. Afternoon, Matt. How are you today? Pompey do now again the ball, passing it forward, looking for Jacobs, who misses out. I think that's Tom Pearce who's come to clean that up, or Tom James. There's two Toms, right back and left back. I don't know if they're both playing, but I know them. I think Tom Pearce is playing at left back or centre back. But yes, I don't think Pompey have actually touched the ball in an attacking sense yet.
No, they haven't. It's not a great start, to be honest.
McGilvry's had more of the ball than anyone.
Yeah, that's only a couple of minutes in, but
he's not good enough.
No, we're not.
No, exactly.
Raggett.
He's put one forward to Jacob. I don't know what the quality on this is, but we can see what's going on. Not very well, but we can tell as his dad stares into the distance. It's come back properly now. Raggett, who kicks on forward for Williams, who doesn't even bother going for it. Headed. Oh, and it's frozen. No, it's not frozen. We're having a bit of issues here, actually. I think we're stuck in a bit of network problem, but it's sorted now. Naylor picks up the ball and doesn't get fouled.
That's a foul.
Then does, but doesn't. Clear foul there from behind, but nothing given. As Wigan do come forward down the left. Biffs on the motorbike inside, jumps on the floor and gets the free kick. Don't ask me what that's for, but he cut inside, got tapped a little bit and flew over. Wigan free kick in quite a dangerous position, actually. We're watching it back now. Yeah, I don't even know if he touches him.
It's a bit soft.
Over there. I'm not sure who is standing over this as you've continued to kick my chair.
Right.
What's the odds this goes in? Or something stupid. I reckon this is going straight over everyone's head now for a goal kick. And he takes it right-footed into the box. Watmore heads it clear. Only to the edge, though. I don't know who's picked that up, but it is by a Wigan player. All there, headed by a Wigan player, but cleared away. Don't know who by, but by a Pompey player. Obviously, Pompey being orange in the sun is a lot hard to tell who has actually got the ball.
We need to keep our foot on the ball and pass it about, because there we go.
Here we go. 2-on-1 here. Oh, and it's frozen. I don't know it hasn't frozen before, but it is today. Turn your Wi-Fi off when you're off and quick. We're going to have to try and restart our feed because iFollow's completely frozen on me. That's not what I want to see. We've got a couple of problems here. I do apologise to the people watching. Not much I can do currently. I'm guessing Pompey missed it because we're now back with Wigan on the halfway line. So I'm guessing Pompey did miss that opportunity there. And I'm just trying to sort out the Wi-Fi on my iPad and devices here so that we can sort it out. Blackpool have taken the lead in the game against Gillingham. Blackpool 1, Gillingham 0.
Yates scored.
Yeah, of course he did. He's like, what's his good name? Clark Harris for Peterborough. Jerry Yates is. Jerry Yates does make it 1-0 then to Blackpool. We can now get back in on the iPad so I can edit that together. But Wigan are enjoying most of the possession here, aren't they, Dan?
Yeah, they are. This is a pretty, in my opinion, a pretty shaky start from Pompey.
It is. It's not looking good. Let's just say that.
I know it's not even 6 minutes in, but it's not the most.
I'm not feeling very confident. Looking at the way we're playing so far, we've been pinned back in our own half of the whole game, except for that one counter attack. Hopefully, it doesn't continue that as the game goes forward.
All you can hope for is that they're going to press forward and they'll leave gaps at the back so we can pick them off. But,
like we tried to do there, but it did fail. But we did do. Anyway, if you are here, do let us know your score predictions, your thoughts for the rest of the season, no matter who you do actually support.
That was a poor throw in there.
Again.
We were just giving it straight back to him from a throw-in.
Out on the right-hand side, as Wigan shift it to their left-hand side. Pompey's right now. Tom James looks at the ball forward. Don't know who he was searching for there, but it has been cut out. It's out for a Wigan throw-in right down by the corner flag on the left-hand side there. Still 0-0, but only just. Not been any clear-cut opportunities, but there have been chances. Let's say that. There's been chances. You worried, Dad, or do you think we'll be okay?
I'm worried at the moment.
I'm not as exactly surprised either.
This has been a bit shaky. I mean, the last 3 games under the Cowleys, we started off in a far more fluent manner, passing it around. We're just giving the ball away every 5 minutes here.
Yeah, I'm sorry about the popping up and popping down of this thing here. It's not supposed to be where it is.
So we just hoofed it out there. We didn't even look for a pass. We just hoofed it out to the halfway line. It's gone out for another throw into.
Yeah, it's just it's been quite an embarrassing first 7.5 minutes actually, from what we've seen anyway. Just not offering anything going forward or defensively as of yet. And I'm just thinking, if we were to do this 1 minute, as I do mess up everything here without that in the actual stream at the moment. Look at that, 79% possession in Wigan's favour. Pompey have been enjoying all the possession as of recent, but now we can't even get our feet on the ball. There we go, Dan. You put it there, you're closer. Otterball then cuts inside again. Watmore hoofs it clear in search of Curtis. He doesn't win it, but it is headed back to Williams.
He's going to get fouled, I reckon, then.
He's held it up, and now he's passed it back to Harness.
Right, let's try and keep the ball now.
Harness inside. Williams has a darting run. Doesn't get him. Goes to Johnson, who looks to whip it across the box, right-footed into the box. I think Jacobs wins that, deflected and out left. It's going to go out for Pompey throwing in the left-hand corner, and it is Pompey 0, Wigan 0. Dad, what are your thoughts on this first half so far?
Well, they've had all the ball without actually really creating anything. We seem to be lacking a few ideas at the moment. We just need to keep the ball down and pass it about.
Well, I'd say Pompey have probably had the most clear-cut opportunities actually with the 2 attacks we've had, because they haven't really done anything with their possession. As Brown tries to whip it in left-footed, deflected and out for a Portsmouth corner into nearly the 10th minute here of this game. Still, Wigan 0, Pompey 0. A ground we haven't actually been to.
No, we
haven't been there.
We haven't been there, mate. No.
That would have been number 52 if we'd been able to go there. Wimbledon's is another one we didn't get to go to because of COVID. Well, we didn't get to. We haven't had the chance yet anyway.
We went to the old place they're playing at.
Kings Meadow.
Yeah, that is a non-league at best ground, that one.
It is, as Jacobs takes his corner right-footed, punch away by Jamie Jones to Ben Close. Back into the box. Raggett wins the header across the box. It's flicked on by number 2. I don't know who he is. Out to Jacobs on the Pompey's left wing. Jacobs right-footed, blocked and back to Close.
Well, just keep
Close, who passes it now back to Lee Brown, who is the deepest man for Pompey.
Just keep the ball, isn't it? So we're going for these long balls. It's not working.
And they're dealing with them. As Tom James tries to clear, but doesn't. Picked up by Johnson. Brings it forward now. Skips past the left back. Out to Harness on the right wing there. A bit of a bobble there. Deflected and out for another Pompey corner. Another Pompey throw-in, sorry. Lewis, bit of a slow start. Always said this wasn't going to be easy. Yeah, they seem to have been setting up quite well, actually. And Jacob says, how's the point taken between yourself, Lou, and your dad? I think that's the Premier League points. I'm not sure. I need to go back and watch the last one and tally the points up ready for the next video, actually. I'm winning.
Blake's got it. He's got it rigged.
It's a video. How can I rig it?
Joking, mate.
The only way I can rig it is by recording my own ones after the game has been done.
Mm.
Just because you're losing. Johnson does let the throw-in up to Jacobs. Naylor comes to clean up. Didn't really show any confidence. That is a handball, but it's not been given. It's been pinged across straight to Lee Brown anyway. This kit is in the shade, but the sun, you can't tell who's who because it's just reflecting off them. It's quite annoying, actually. As Watmore looks to come forward in a right centre-back position, hoofs it again forward to Williams, who flicks it onto absolutely no one in a bit of bloody grass.
No one in the centre.
Curtis Tilt cleans up.
It's difficult for Curtis because he's not really an out-and-out centre forward, is he? So it's
Williams has come to press here. Tilt has sent him to the shops, really.
Yeah.
Premier, he's going to go get a pack of crisps and then he's going to come back again. As Tilt hoofs it forward, it's going to go out for Pompey throw-in in the right-back position. I think Johnson goes out for Pompey goal kick instead. Lewis agreed, Paul, it's rigged. No, it's not.
Definitely.
You don't have to go and give them a kiss if you don't want to say anything. Dad's first time using this camera and the laptop, so I think he's a bit confused. Bit bewildered, clue where you are. Confused. We look outside, the sun has come out, just got his hat on in Portsmouth.
Yeah, it's very nice out there.
It's not nice, it's cold. It's sunny though. As McGilvray takes another long kick from a goal kick. Going to go up looking for Curtis, who doesn't win it. And it's bounced all the way out for a Wigan throw-in. Dad's thoughts on the first 12 minutes then?
Oh, bitty, isn't it? I mean, they've had most of the ball. We're not trying to play short passes. It seems to be a bit too much. If when we do get the ball, we give it away or we're hoofing it.
We're playing tennis.
Yeah.
Pretty much. We hoof it to them, they hoof it back again. As Harness does pick it up, looks to back it to Johnson, doesn't do it though. Inside as Jacobs picks it up, but it's going to be blocked off again. Yeah. But Johnson picks it up again, right-footed now, looks to get it into the box. Awful cross, really. Cleared away. I don't know who's come to get that. It is a Wigan player, though, that has grabbed it. And it's out to the right-hand side as they come forward. And I am looking here at flash scores as Gillingham have equalised against Blackpool there. Any guesses as to who scored that goal?
No.
Jordan Graham. Jordan Graham. Just got the goal for them. Nathan asks, how's Pompey started, mate? Not very well. It's not been bad. Like, I've definitely seen Pompey play worse.
This is the
but it hasn't been good.
Certainly the worst under the Cowley so far.
And Doncaster have taken the lead away at Bristol Rovers.
Oh God, they're on the edge of
It's blocked, and Williams will look to clear. Catch them on the counter attack.
Go on in,
boys.
Go on in, go.
Go on. Williams down the right wing. Williams has got two men to beat. He goes on his left foot inside. That is a foul, surely. It's not been given as Wigan do pick the ball up.
We're not getting much from the ref here, are we? Either?
Doncaster up to 7th as it stands. They're not necessarily out of the picture yet. Only a point off playoffs there.
Who cares about the other teams?
Gillingham and Hull today playing their 40th game of the season. And do you know what I think we might do for a little bit?
Oh.
What's the old for?
You just think it. Yeah.
As we will put Sky Sports on so we can get the Sunderland game on as well. Because Nathan is here, he's a Sunderland fan. I'm guessing he's watching it. Nathan, has it started from your end? So we'll get that. We'll put that here actually. So we can have both screens, duo screens. So we've got Pompey up there, Sunderland will be there.
Right.
It's a very important game, that one, isn't it?
It's a very important game.
Probably more than very important. Nathan, how's it started? Because we haven't actually got onto it yet. This is very, 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 very boring. It's just like watching the England game the other night, except it's not short passes, it's long ones. Accrington have taken the lead away at Oxford. It's a big, big, big win for a team around Pompey there.
If it's a win. See, that was... No, we're not.
Accrington up to 11th, Oxford down to 12th as it stands.
We're not sticking the passes together at the moment.
We're not. Sunderland have started well, all Sunderland. Well, that's not what I like to hear, but it is as well, because you will be going ahead of Peterborough with a win. And if my predictions, they could go right if I go ahead of them. I don't know what I've clicked on here. My iPad has flipped upside down. Don't ask me why. Look, what's going on there? It's gone back the right way as Crew technically the way MK Dons. Crew 1, MK Dons 0. And it's going to be Pompey 0, Wigan 1 if we're not careful, isn't it? Because Wigan have had pretty much everything.
They haven't created any chances yet, but they've
neither have we, have we?
They've certainly had all the possession.
Johnson wins a header. It's going up to the right wing, and Wigan have picked it up, but not gone very far. Williams gets it. He heads it forward, looking for Curtis, who doesn't win it. It's hoofed clear.
That's not going to tell you Pompey score before that.
Oh, it will.
I'll tell you nothing.
Well, I won't tell you it though, will I?
Yeah.
It will tell me yeah, because we're about 2 minutes behind it. It's not good, is it? But and we have Peterborough versus Sunderland on the little screen. There you go, Dad. Look at the quality of that beautiful pitch.
That pitch is a disgrace.
I'm not going to show you, but it's here. Peterborough versus Sunderland is on. Oh, not a great tackle there. I think Dad's more interested in watching this one, actually.
The Peterborough Sunderland game is currently being played
on a bog,
on a farmer's field.
I think we're going to see Shrek walk out of a corner in a minute. Oh. Get out, me swamp. Yes, it's not a very good quality of pitch, actually. Sunderland, that was a foul. The Pompey game has frozen for the moment, so we will commentate on the Sunderland one. I don't know what's going on here, because obviously Nathan Thompson, the man he is moaning. What am I watching?
Oh, yeah.
You're telling me to commentate on that? It's not the ball's not even on the pitch. Yeah. What should I say? Currently, the goalkeeper is walking out to go into the stand and have a little walk. That's all he's doing in the minute.
This is pretty abject. First nearly 17 minutes so far.
Boring. That's what it is. Nothing going on. Genuinely, nothing going on. I wish I could sugarcoat that, but I can't. Quickly update the scores for the rolling thing along the bottom in a moment.
Giving the ball away again.
When won't we get the ball away? This has been abject so far from Pompey. It has not been good. Nathan and Peter are playing dirty, yeah. I mean, we've got the game up now. It looks like they are. Sunderland are looking like a better side from what I've seen. That should be a bit of a corner there. But it's Pompey. They haven't done anything so far, though, have they, Dad? Let's be honest.
No, it's been pretty, like I said before.
Just chip forward there. It's going to go out. Pompey goal kick.
This is either, but
no, it's not been terrible. Like, it could be worse, but it shouldn't be this.
We're giving the ball away, and we're not looking threatening at all so far.
No, we're not. We are not. They do like a yearly bottle, though, don't they? Do you reckon the yearly bottle will start now?
You never know.
Wigan coming down the right wing here. Oh, and they get a free kick. I don't know what for, but they get one. And I'm echoing here because there's some head. So we can shut them up and put them under there.
We got another free kick, Wigan.
Another one. Oh. Dangerous area as well for a whipped in ball if they could get one in. The left wing position there. A foul by Johnson. It's like Solomon Otterbourne looking for anything he can get to just go, ref, please. I'm sorry. It's a joke, really, but it was a foul. It's very soft. It's going to be taken right-footed again by the number 8. Whipped in, and easily cleared by Tom Naylor, but straight out to another Wigan player. Not exactly the best send back in. As Close wins the initial header, then loses it in the air, jumps for it, and it goes over his head. The joys of not being 6 foot, even though he probably is. Wigan do come into the box now. Just drop back out for the right back, who looks to smash one in, hits Jacobs, who has his arms behind his back. But that doesn't stop the Wigan player from claiming a penalty there, does it, Dad? Blackpool do take the lead again. Blackpool 2, Gillingham 1. And it is that man again, Jerry Yates, who I don't think will see a Blackpool game where he doesn't score for the rest of this season, actually. Absolute joke, man. Class striker. We'll quickly put the scores on the doors and on the bottom now. You should be able to see them go along. Not all of them, but the ones I've picked out because I don't have enough characters or letters to put every single game in. It won't let me. But there they are. Along the bottom now, the current scores. Lee Johnson's win percentage 64%. That's Sunderland. 28 games played, 64% wins. That is good. That is very good actually. As I look down at the iPad again, I'm going to put that over there. We're going to take the corner short on the right hand side of the pitch. Pompey looked to press straight away. It's going to go out to Visser on Monotobor, I think that is. It might not be. I think it is though. And it's whipped into the box. It's not cleared. It's bobbling around. It's been hit. It's been blocked by Watmore. That's poor. That is. Think back in right footed. Lee Brown heads it out to Michael Jacobs, who should look to get this clear and does. That could have been 1-0.
Yeah, so we're giving it straight back to him again.
20 minutes in and Pompey haven't really done anything yet. Pompey are still in the coach, aren't they? Pompey is still waiting to turn up.
Yeah, this is pretty not good watching so far.
As Wigan come forward again. Never a foul there, but he's been given... What? Tom Naylor's given him a bit of strength and he's gone on a flying trip to Spain. I know you know owners are from Bahrain, but you don't need to fly there. Look, he knocks it round him and then goes, "Can give me a cuddle," and falls over. Never a foul. It's been given anyway, though. So they have a free kick on, well, practically on the penalty line, not the line of where the penalty spot is. Crew do take a 2-goal lead now at MK Dons. Lewis, very shaky start at the moment, mate. It's just more than shaky. It's not been great, is it, let's be honest. Going to be taken right-footed again. This could probably end up in the back of the net. Oh, it's hit the wall, it's deflected, it's in. No, it's not. That should have been 1-0.
Yeah,
that should have been 1-0.
Yeah,
Curtis Tilt, when it got deflected off the wall, into the penalty spot pretty much. Curtis Tilt hit it right-footed, deflected just wide of the back post. There was a Wigan player there, but he failed to tap it in and capitalise on the chance. It's right-footed. Marcus Harness, it hits him in the chest. Tilt on the 6-yard line. Hits it. It hits Callum Johnson and bobbles wide of the right-hand post.
Lucky.
That should have been 1-0.
Something needs to be said here because this is not good enough.
Well, Pompey should have been behind. As it is whipped in right-footed the corner towards Tilt, headed away there by Jacob, straight back to Wigan as it does freeze again now.
That's right.
And it's whipped back in right-footed, headed away again.
We got no outball at all.
No,
just like every time, like straight back to him.
No, but I think an offside or no, there is a player down injured. Lewis put G's, how are we 0-0? I don't know. Clark Harris, 4 more goals than anyone else, and that other man is playing in the game, which is Charlie White. So if Charlie White gets 4 against Peterborough today, he'll be the top scorer. Will it happen?
No.
This game's not much better, to be brutally honest.
On the field.
A field?
That pitch is
A
terrible.
mud bath, that is. Nathan, if you're still here, how's the pitch from your end? This is shocking. I know it was because of a burst water main, but still. Probably do it to come forward here, but Tilt is going to probably just shield that one out. He doesn't, he touches it and he gets it out of that corner. How have we let him out of there? Jacobs looks to press him straight back down again, but he's got out of it again. There's 20 minutes left of this half and it should be 1-0.
To Wigan.
To Wigan, not to us. No chance. We haven't even got a shot yet, have we? Marcus Harris does a nice bit of skill there and passes it straight to Visser on Monotobor. He looks to come forward. Harness needs to be careful there. He's going to end up fouling him. Jacobs kicks it long again in search of Curtis, who will chase. Jamie Jones, though, does come out of his area and absolutely punt it long. Brown wins the header, but straight back to Wigan. Painful to watch, isn't it?
It's not good, mate, so far.
Ready for the hoof? There we go, it's hoofed. That's a handball. No, it's not. Jacobs goes to challenge him, but doesn't do a good job of it. Into the box, McGilvray will catch that easily. There's Peterborough looking to come there with Clark Harris, but don't. He gets boxed out. You don't have to look at it from 2 centimetres away. Very, very boring. Very, very, very painful.
No creativity at all.
Nothing. Will Pompey go into half-time winning, Dad, do you reckon?
No.
No? Will Wigan? Reckon Wigan will go and win it?
Well, Wigan are far more likely to score at the moment.
Any more goals, and then that's a big goal for them. Oxford have equalised as well. Nothing has happened in the last 10 minutes. As Ifollow's frozen again.
But we got too much space because.
Just going through Twitter here, and Pompey fans clearly not happy. They're saying normal service has been resumed. Pompey doing what Pompey have done all season. It's what they're saying. Dad, is this the Pompey that we're used to?
Yeah.
We've returned. Kenny Jackett has decided he's going to come back in Danny Cowley's body.
I think something's going on because this is terrible. Dire.
This isn't the Cowley way of playing that we have seen recently, that's for sure. You'll agree with me on that one. It's into the box. Well, we're going to again Raggett. Salmon heads it out of the box. Don't know why he's done that, but he has.
The thing is, we're
going to pick it up again and hit one across the box. Just going out for a goal.
We're just giving him straight back to him every time.
Yeah. Rayan City, where can I watch this match? I follow. It's £10, Pompey's website. Or if you don't want to watch this match and just a League 1 one, then Peterborough versus Sunderland is live on Sky if you have that. But this game in particular, I follow. That's what it's on. Put it into Google and it'll come up, and then you select this game and pay the £10 for it. Dad, are you happy to pay £10 for each game? Or do you think it should be cheaper?
Not happy when they're playing like this.
But do you think iFollow's a good way of doing it?
Yeah, I mean...
There's not much else you can do, really, is there?
No.
Well, at least you can still watch, because before iFollow weren't allowed to show...
Oh, we go.
3 o'clock in England, were there? His Highness is down the right, into the box. It's guys, it's not going to be hit. Curtis still smashes it out for a throw-in. But iFollow had... what's it called? iFollow have the rules. 3 o'clock, you can't show it on iFollow in England, and you can't for a night 7:45 either. But you can if you're not in England. Lewis Hayden, watch us lose or draw this match. We'll go Cowley out. Would not surprise me, mate, if we don't win.
I don't agree with that.
I wouldn't go Cowley out, but it wouldn't surprise if people do.
Yeah, this certainly isn't good.
This is the Pompey fan base, though, isn't it? It gets turned. We could win 15-0 one game, lose 1-0 next, and go, wow, hold on a minute. You could have Cowley for the England job one week, and the next week it'd be Cowley out. Ryan said, you guys have a new sub. Thank you very much, mate. Man City, my favourite team, second to Portsmouth. Mate, Man City do my season. You know that, Dad. Top of the Premier League, flying. Champions League, should be going through against Dortmund. Thanks for the subscription, though, mate. Thanks.
Still on for the quadruple.
Yeah, they are. Very much so.
And I think they're going to win the League Cup. Obviously,
pretty much dead set to win the FA Cup.
Premier League's sewn up, I reckon, already. I think they've got every chance to win the FA Cup. I think the one you might say that's a bit 50-50 is the Champions League. You need a bit of luck to win that.
There's not really any team in that I could see winning it easily. Bayern Munich and PSG both playing each other. City should be through against Dortmund, because look at how Dortmund are playing, 5th in the Bundesliga. I'm going to restart iFollow because it's saying it's not frozen, but it has. Yeah, I just clicked a button, that's why. It didn't just magically do that then.
Offside against Ronan Curtis, and he blazes it into the stands.
Annoying, that's what that is, definitely. Can you pass me those mini eggs on the side over there, please, Dad? Yeah, I'm in pain. My mini eggs from Easter. Would you like a mini egg, Dad?
Oh, right.
You don't want a mini egg. And it's, look, brilliant service. iFollow has frozen. Nathan, Hull are winning. That hasn't come up for us yet, but we are behind. I will check that. I've just realised that it's still going on the bottom. So I will edit it and have a look. Hull is winning. Yep, I've read that. And is there anything I should know as a Pompey fan, because I've just become one? Dad, anything he should know? It's good to watch at the minute under the Cowleys. It wasn't under Jackett.
With what? Yeah,
We've won 2 FA Cups, 2 Premier Leagues, 2 First Divisions back to back.
we won every single league.
Nathan, don't worry about saying behind. It doesn't matter. I have to look anyway to edit it, but to be honest, you helped me by saying that, because otherwise I wouldn't have realised to edit. Anyway, Dad, go back to the point of anything you should know about being a Pompey fan.
Yeah, so we've won the FA Cup a couple of times. We won every single division, League 4, 3, 2, 1 in this country.
One of only 5 teams to do so.
One of only 5 teams to do it. Massive support.
We were founded on this day in 1898.
Yeah, 123 years ago. Biggest club in Hampshire by a mile.
The only club in Hampshire.
Don't let any Southampton fans tell you otherwise. Yeah, we've got a massive, passionate fan base. We just need to try and get back to where we truly feel we belong, which is
I still think that would be fair to be the Championship.
Yeah, definitely at minimum a Championship club.
I'm not saying we're a Premier League club by any stretch of imagination, because we're not at the moment.
But
that is a handball in the Peterborough game. Yeah, go on then. That is a handball. I know, Nathan, you're a Sunderland fan, but that is a penalty. Peterborough are the better side at the moment from what I can see. Because, to be honest, the Peterborough game is the only one I'm actually watching at the moment. I will respond to you in a second, Rayan. I'm just opening mine here and trying to get this Pompey game to actually work, because it's not. Currently, it's messing around with me. It's missing, Eileen. It's messing me up, this is. Come on. Sorry, I'm supposed to be doing a watch-along and iFollow's just frozen on me. Anyway, did Pompey play in the UCL? Rayan, no, we didn't play in it. We have, though, played in the Europa League. We drew with AC Milan at home in that as well. That's the only time we've ever dabbled in Europe, as far as I'm aware. I have been now kicked out of iFollow completely, so I need to get back into it. Lewis, yeah, probably won the UCL. I wish, mate. If we'd won the UCL, I think we wouldn't stop talking about it. Ipswich have won the Europa League, though, in League One. They've won a European trophy. The games have resumed, and I am on the mini Easter eggs, the mini eggs. Sunderland now back on top. Pompey still not on top. And you have arrived back. Please do shut the door with the wood and the thing again. Thank you.
We haven't even created any chances.
Hey, we got a free kick. That's what. Bearing in mind, I'm celebrating that now. That shows something, doesn't it? Absolutely painful. This is. Should we go Championship scores quickly? My Wi-Fi cut out then. I just saw the black screen. Apologies for that. Blackburn 0, Bournemouth 1, Coventry 1, Bristol City 0, Luton 0, High Flying Barnsley 1, Derby 0, Rotherham 0, Wickham 2, Stoke 0, Millwall 0, and Swansea 0, Preston 0. So the fact that Wickham are winning 2-0 has pulled Rotherham into the relegation zone.
They got games in hand there?
They have not. Oh no, they have. They've got 3. They've got 3. Still got to win them though. But I saw this on Twitter earlier. A certified thing to happen in the EFL every year is Rotherham are either in a promotion battle or a relegation one. They're never in.
We got another free kick.
Oh yes, get in there. Rayan, we're Pompey in League One. Currently 4th because we're not losing. With a loss we'd be 5th. With a win we'd be 4th. With a draw we'd be 4th.
With a loss, we
wouldn't. We're behind them by 1 point. With a loss, you don't get points for a loss now.
No, I mean, we'd slip down, wouldn't we? With a loss?
Not necessarily. With a loss, we're 5th because Blackpool have gone up to 4th. Blackpool 63 points with a game in hand. Pompey are on 63 as well. We are going up. We are going up. Hopefully. As it stands, Lincoln 6th, Pompey 5th. Lincoln. Monumental slip for them, isn't it? But Pompey do need to win. Pompey need to win.
This just hasn't. This has been like abject so far. It really has.
Thing is, though, I won't moan if we can get a goal. But if we don't get that goal, then I'm going to be like, well, hold on a minute. And we're going to tackle us again. They bring it forward. That should have been 1-0 to Sunderland.
Good tackle.
Jack Watmore's been our best player so far, I'd say.
Every time we do win the ball, we just give it straight back to him.
You should watch MGH. He's doing Portsmouth career mode in FIFA 21. It's epic. Yeah, I do watch him actually. Probably should watch him a bit more. Rayan, would you like to see me do a Pompey career mode or on Football Manager or FIFA? I'll try and do it. I love the way you stared at me when I said that. Swindon have equalised away at Burton, making that game 1-1. Anything happen in the League 2? Not really. Just 1-0s really.
Won the ball. Oh, you kept it.
Aha! And their players still down having a little squinny. Go on, Lee. The 89-year-old Lee Brown sprinting down the wing. Ryan Williams fouled there in the corner. No, it's a goal kick. Nathan, I would like to see you do that, and Ryan, yes, sir. Well, I will try and get that done, mate. Football Manager is probably more likely because I can get that recorded easier. But FIFA could happen, and as well as that, I wanted to try something on FIFA that I'd maybe put Rangers and Celtic in the Premier League and see what happens after 10 seasons. That's a possibility, but whether or not I can get them recorded or not, they should. FIFA's easier to do than that, but we'll try. Watching 2 games at once is actually quite enjoyable because if that one gets boring, we'll watch that one.
Well, this, from our point of view,
And this is boring.
This has been shocking.
What I'm going to do, I'm going to go on Wigan on their Twitter and see what their fans are saying.
Probably think they're Brazil. Well,
It doesn't look like it. Oh, Ojo got booked for them. Didn't even know that happened. I'm going to try and watch all Portsmouth match. He's come on Sky Sports or BT Sports. Yeah, Rand, try it, mate. We're not on Sky a lot. Oh, that wasn't a good challenge. Sorry. What's this? That's a red.
yeah, it is.
I know Nathan's watching this. That is a red there for Dan Butler.
But it's not.
I don't even think he's been booked. Oh, he's been booked, but that is a red card. It will have a match ban for that. But Nathan, I'm watching it. That's a red. Runs matches, yeah, Rand. We're not on it a lot, but playoffs, if we get to them, we'll be on all the games that we play in there. We're only getting 9 likes on each tweet isn't helpful. But they're saying playing very well here, pretty much. And we're not doubting that, are we?
No.
Shall we look what Pompey Twitter's saying?
Shocking.
Can I just say, because I'm not even on it yet, there's going to be a meltdown.
Oh, it's good, yeah.
Bristol Rovers have equalised at home to Doncaster. Doncaster, not the team they were. Nathan, 3rd time he's done that. Get booked. He did get booked, yeah, but it should have been a red, mate. I'm not even a Sunderland or Peterborough fan, but that is a red. Max Power ball into the box. That could be in. It's not though. Come on, lads, get that first goal to get us in front. Come on, Pompey. We're letting them have the ball just like Gillingham did and hit them on the counter. Lacking ideas at the moment. Wake up, lads. Come on, boys. That's what people are saying. The thing is, it's not been the worst. Not been the worst, but it's not been the best. It's been average.
Certainly the worst performance since the Cowleys have taken over. By quite some,
yeah, because the other ones we've dominated.
Yes, by quite some distance.
Yeah, Rayan has said, who we need to sign for the club? As a Pompey fan, Dad, because I know you don't know many players, who would you, as a position, think we need to improve on?
I think at the back we need to improve. Certainly strikers, I think we need to improve on. I think we got good wingers.
So I think we've got one of the best groups of wingers in the league.
Yeah.
Personally. It's another Pompey free kick.
Yeah, I mean, this we just lack ideas. I mean, in the previous 3 games we've won, we were actually keeping the ball, knocking it about, you know, putting the opposition under pressure. This game, it's just every time we've actually won the ball, we're just giving it straight back to them. So we're inviting pressure on constantly.
Yeah, we are, definitely. Bristol Rovers obviously with the equaliser, and McCormick, the midfielder, with that goal. Big goal there. Joey Barton not and Jones smashes it clear. The corner there. Well, I thought that was a free header, but it wasn't. Both sides just shutting each other out in the Sunderland game. Scroll down. I just want to see that I haven't missed anything because obviously we did freeze for a long time. Ojo's yellow. 100% possession to Wigan.
Yeah.
They've had 4 shots. We've had none. Yeah. Albeit none on target, but we haven't even had a shot yet. Yeah. How long have you two been Portsmouth fans? Well, our lives, pretty much.
Yeah.
every time I haven't ever supported anyone else really. Well, obviously it's like a 5-6 year old. You're like, yes, Real Madrid, but other than that, yeah, it's been Pompey. Nathan, hope Joe Barton gets relegated. He probably will, mate. He's not doing well.
Well, he thinks there's a conspiracy theory. He's going around, doesn't he? He's a thug, isn't he? Basically.
Well, Bristol Rovers are currently 23rd.
It's frozen again.
I know. There's not much I can do about it. That was nearly an own goal there. We're missing this, but that was nearly an own goal by Luke O'Nien. I'm going to try reloading iFollow because it's the worst streaming site that Pompey have ever been on. Who is Portsmouth rivals? Southampton, just down the road. Red and white. Katie Powell football. Exactly how our game went against Gills a week. Can't shoot for toffee. Fair enough. You are dominating us though. I don't know whether you did the same to Gillingham and dominated them and they caught you. What I've heard is that is what happened. But once again, I didn't watch the game, so I don't know. But I've heard you dominated them. They caught you on a counter. They scored the goal, and it was game done.
But Wigan have been by far the better team in this game.
It wouldn't surprise me if Wigan went in 1-0 up. I know there's only 3-4 minutes left, but there's 4 minutes left of the half. It would not surprise me one bit if Wigan took a 1-goal lead.
We've been abject from really. I mean, look, we give the ball away again. No ideas.
Going to put it big screen again. If it doesn't work, we're going to have to look at it mini screen. But
we're going to have another player bookmark of it. Robinson.
Yep. Otterball cuts inside, other shot, blocked by Watmore. And another shot again. That for a goal kick. Wasn't a good shot, but they've had another shot.
Yeah, nearly went to the corner flag.
Yeah, but it was a shot then. We're not even doing that. And it's frozen again. And this isn't even the Wi-Fi, because that's not freezing, neither is that or that.
No.
Everything else isn't. That is, though. Yeah, Luke Robinson getting booked there for Wigan. I will put that on.
But we've got to come out in the second half and show a lot more ideas than this. I mean, maybe even make a couple of changes because this we're going to lose the game if we keep playing like this.
Yeah, only won 3 games at home all season. Yeah, Casey, I saw that.
Might be the 4th.
It could be 4. What was it? Pompey have only lost 2 or 3 away, haven't they? Well, we hadn't lost any until Blackpool.
Yeah.
But yeah, not many away. Rayan, don't say Wigan will score. Well, last time I said the other team would score, we scored. I think it was last weekend. I went, they're going to score at this round. We caught them and we scored. Harness into the box, cuts it back for close. Who hits? Oh, that should have been in. That was Williams.
We got a shot on target.
That was more than a shot on target. That should have been a goal.
Yeah.
Williams smacks one from about the penalty spot. Looks to be going in. Good save there by Jones. Harness darts down the right, drags it back around the penalty spot area. Williams hits it. Jones well down to his left, stops it, and it is out for a Pompey corner.
Throw-in.
Lewis Heading, get into the second half, 0-0, and go from there. Feel like we still have the upper hand and that. If it's 0-0, we can come out a different side. Johnson gets it down the right here and looks across. That is a throw-in, not a corner. Katie Powell, best chance of the game. It's the first shot on target of the game, I think, actually. That should have been 1-0. But we don't deserve to be 1-0 up. No. I'm not going to complain about it not being 1-0, but it should be from that shot. But anyway, Hull are 2-0. Yep, they are. And who's Pompey's best player, in your opinion?
On their day?
Well, I think it's obvious who it is on their day, isn't it?
I'd say Ronan Curtis is
on their day, yeah. Right. But then, Craig McGilvray's good. Harness has the ability. Yeah. Watmore, definitely good potential there. There's quite a few, but Curtis is probably the outstanding one. His ego, anyway, is the biggest.
When he wants to be, right?
Minnie? No. You're a loss. Curtis down the right now, inside to Williams. Pompey have turned up a bit more now for the last minute.
Not the ball around. Look for the player. Not just two. That's better.
That's going to be a free kick, surely. There's an advantage, but we're not going anywhere with it, ref. Into the box, out for a Pompey corner. Should have been a free kick there, actually. Pompey have finally turned up with 2 minutes left of this half.
I think we're just lucky we're not actually behind, to be honest.
We are lucky.
Because we're going to be...
We're more than lucky we're not behind.
We're going to be by far the best team.
They have. Pompey not getting embarrassed, but they're not exactly not doing anything special as it is frozen again. Do you want to read Lewis's comment there, the England flag?
Ryan Paul Dowling is our best player. Aha. How many you had, Lewis?
You don't have to. Come on, back you go. we've got to win this really, but we won't. You'll score last 15 minutes, possibly Katie. I hope you stay up. Obviously, the Bahrainian owners should be able to rebuild you. Good club, Wigan. FA Cup winners against City.
Roberto,
obviously, they are a rugby league town. I think Katie will agree with us here. They are a rugby league town. But hopefully we get 3 points. Hopefully you can pick them up when you can. We're going to score this corner, hopefully. I mean, I haven't seen us actually take the corner yet because it's frozen. Nathan, the best Pompey player I saw as a Sunderland fan is Craig McGilvray. He was outstanding when we played in the playoff. He did. Remember the save? I don't know who headed it. It's the George Honeyman headed it, didn't he? And it hit him in the face. The goal that we conceded in that was a screamer as well. But iFollow's paused itself. It's not even lagging. It's just paused itself. The corner didn't come to anything, and they're now attacking us. Lewis hopes so, Katie, in response to Katie saying we'll win it. Thing is, even though we've turned up a bit more in the last 2 minutes, we're still not playing well. As Brown brings it forward. Half time's coming in from everywhere. That is the. I've just realised that there was 1 minute added on, but iFollow said 2. That is half time. Wigan 0, Portsmouth 0. Sunderland's game is about to go to half time as well. Connor, nowhere near rugby league town. It is a rugby league town.
It is a rugby league town.
It is a rugby league town. Obviously, the football.
Rugby league.
Katie, 0-0 half time could be worse. It could be for us. It could be better for you. Rayan, League One players will be in Sky Sports. There will be. And where can I watch a live stream of the game? iFollow for a tenner, mate. Yeah, I don't know if there is any other illegal sites, but we're watching on iFollow. Probably will. You're probably going to shoot off again because you're an addict. Sunderland is also 0 at half time. I think it is time we edited this to have all the half time.
I mean, I think
yeah,
we keep the ball, no passing. Every time we do win the ball, we give it straight back to them. Something's got to change in the second half.
Something does happen. I think it will.
Well, surely we can't play as bad as that in the second half.
You never know. This is Pompey. That's the half-time scores down on the bottom now. Lewis, Connie or deluded. They get more fans at rugby league. They do get more fans at rugby league. The half-time League One scores then. The key ones are on the bottom now, but Wimbledon 0, Fleetwood 0, Blackpool 3, Gillingham 1, Bristol Rovers 1, Doncaster 1, Burton 1, Swindon 1, Northampton losing 2-0 away to Hull, Crewe 2, MK Dons 0, Oxford 1, Accrington 1, Peterborough 0, Sunderland 0, Rochdale 0, Ipswich 0, Shrewsbury 0, Plymouth 0, and Pompey 0, Wigan 0. Jeff, Wigan not looking like a struggling side. They're not. They look like a playoff chasing side. The way we've made them look.
But obviously, they're desperate for the points as well. But we haven't created anything. We haven't even kept the ball. The minimum requirement is to keep the ball and at least, pass
it around them and see what we can do.
Keep some sort of realm of possession. But we haven't even done that. I mean, I think he probably needs to make changes in the second half, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we've been. I wouldn't say defensively we've been solid when put under pressure, but the midfield lacking in ideas completely.
Let's get the win that will be fourth. Yeah, and Helen, hello again. Looking at the stats, she's like, we're going to play them better. They are, as we do reintroduce Lewis Hayden. Lewis, thoughts on that first half as Dad shoots off?
It was a very scrappy half. We didn't look interested at all, to be honest. We had a few good chances. We had one of the best chances, but we just looked very scrappy. Like Wigan looked like the team that were above us that first half. You know what I mean? They looked like a very good team. They could have scored a few times. We need to do something in the second half because if we play like we just did, we'll lose the game. I'll tell you that now.
Yeah. Helen, hello again. Looking at the stats, look like we're going to play them better. They are, mate. They're playing a lot better than we are. I think we did turn up, though, Lewis, for the last 2-3 minutes there, didn't we? I think we turned up slightly and looked like we were actually wanting to win again. Would you agree with me in saying that?
Oh, yeah. The last 5 minutes, we looked like the better side, but it was just... It was a really slow sort of start, and I feel with Pompey where Pompey can only have one good half. Like against Rochdale and Shrewsbury, we had the first half both times brilliant, but the second half of each game we dropped off a bit. Now this time we dropped off in the first half. What is it? The second half going to be the best we can possibly be? Is it? Like I don't get it. Like I don't know. Obviously, it's Friday to Monday, so there's only a 2-day gap. But we've got to be ready for games like this. You know what I mean? And we should be winning games like this. But at the moment, we're not, and it's not looking good at the moment after that first half display.
Yeah, Ryan says my prediction will win the Plus and survive Championship. Fingers crossed we do. Warren
Also,
says go in
Man
and
City fan though, plastic.
Yeah, but he's Pompey as well. You know, we'll support him. Go in and regroup. Yeah, we need to do that. I did say that twice, and Helen has said you said my comment twice. Yeah, I did, but it happens. 4-0 when you're back. Yeah, says 2 down, 3-2 up. Well done.
Do you want the medal, Chav? You know what I mean?
Well done on winning again against Burnley.
You won your first game in the Premier League for so many.
We just
shut up. Oh my god.
They won a game against Burnley after not winning in the last 10. Get in there, lads. Best team in the Premier League.
They're still top of the league, you know what I mean?
Lewis, can I just ask him a quick question? Are there any shirts left? I'd like to buy a top of the Premier League shirt. Can I buy one?
Stop the count and all that, innit? Jesus.
Can I buy a Premier League shirt?
He's probably about 12 anyway. He probably does it to various Pompey streamers. He probably does it to various Pompey streamers thinking he'll get a reaction, but with me, I'll give him a reaction where others won't.
I'll give him a reaction, I'll just tell him the truth.
Yeah, that's the thing. Fans don't know the truth.
Yeah. Mason, I'm guessing that means come on Portsmouth, but yes. We just need something.
No, I don't think that means come on Portsmouth. I think that means something else. What he put there.
Well, it probably does. Because I don't know what he means by come Portsmouth, because I'm in Portsmouth. Unless he's talking to the person that's saying... No,
he's talking to the person, I think.
Yeah, I've just realised. Yeah, it probably is. Anyway, come on Portsmouth and...
Onto the Wigan game. Let's go on to the Wigan game.
We slightly sidetracked there. Lewis, do you reckon we've actually posed them a threat, or do you reckon they've posed us more of a threat?
We've posed them a few threats, but they've been the more threatening side at the moment. They had a free kick that I thought went in, but it was just wide. They've had chances, you know what I mean? They've passed well. Raggett, that first half, there was one part of it where it was like, how he won a foul, I don't know. They could have easily scored from that, but he won a foul, and that was never a foul. If that was a foul, the football might as well be non-contact. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They look the more threatening side. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, once again, if you want to know, please do subscribe. It does mean a lot to me. Man of the half, Lou. Ryan has asked. Man of the half.
Oh, Jesus. Ryan Williams doesn't play too bad. I'd probably give it Ryan Williams, to be honest.
I'd say Jack Watmore, simply because he's been solid.
Yeah, but he's had to be solid because Raggett's been sloppy.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yes, they've been the better side, but I think that's more to do with the fact that our midfield isn't doing their job. Our midfield is just giving it away, or they're kicking it and not pressing it. They're just letting it go. Mason said Portsmouth are going to win 4-0. Hopefully.
Don't start with a 4-0, 5-0. A 1-0 a win would be a win. The way we're playing at the moment, I'd happily take a 1-0 win. Don't start with a 4 to 5-0.
A win would do, but hopefully we do win 4-0. Casey's put, we can't shoot. He's a Wigan fan. Lewis, do you think they can shoot, or do you reckon they've just been sloppy today with the chances they have got?
Obviously, because I've seen on Twitter that apparently they said Wigan deserved to win the game against Gillingham. I watched the highlights. Wigan were played well that game, and they could have won. And again, it shows here they could be winning at the moment. You know what I mean? So I see where Katie's coming from. They can't shoot, but it's going to show in the second half if they're really up for it as much as they are, or if we're just going to be the better side, sort of thing.
Yeah. Thing is, though, in a relegation battle, the main thing isn't creating the chances; it's putting them away. You can have all the chances in the world.
They can create 30 chances this game, but if they don't score none,
put them away. No point making.
You know what I mean? Exactly. They need to score. Like we need to score as well. We need to take our chances. We could have scored in the we could have scored in the first half. We had a good chance, and there was another. We had 2 good chances. Ryan Williams played a ball across, but Curtis was just short. Then again, near the end of the half, we could have scored. They could have scored.
Yeah,
it's just a very scrappy second half. It was a very scrappy first half.
Yeah, it was. Obviously, I am watching the Sunderland game as well, which has provided my entertainment for the last half an hour. Ryan says Portsmouth 2-1 Wigan. You know what? I can see that happening. I think they will score. And if you can as well, I can see Wigan scoring the first goal. Could you see them scoring the first goal?
I'm going to say yes, I can. But it just depends how we come out in the second half. We have to come out straight away on the ball, banging out straight away.
Oh, sorry about
I'd
that.
hope they don't score. I feel like we'll do what we do. We could get 1-2, 2 quick fire goals, and it'll be 2-1. That's the way I see it anyway. Because I feel like the second half, they're down there for a reason, and we're up where we are for a reason. There's positives and negatives. We could easily beat these in the second half. I feel like we have the better subs to make and all sorts. It's just making them right subs and making it at the right time.
Yeah, well, Dad has joined me back. Dad, man and a half.
What? None of our players.
No, you have to pick one of us.
Watmore's played all right. I mean, they haven't actually created that much, Wigan, to be honest. They haven't really threatened us that much. But the thing that annoys me the most is that every time we get the ball, we give it straight back to them. So, I mean, it's almost like we're trying to invite pressure on all the time. We haven't, apart from that shot by Williams, we haven't really created anything. I'd make at least 1 or 2 changes at the break.
Yeah, you can't forget we do have 5 available.
Yeah, I mean, I think
Wigan fan Katie has just put, we have taken the lead against Posh, Oxford and Lincoln and just collapsed almost instantly. So going 1-0 is more scary than 0-0.
I think you'd rather us go 1 up and you play against us 1-0 than you go 1 up.
Yeah, Helen, if it stays at this in other games, then Blackpool will leapfrog us. So we actually do need to win. Yeah, it's not even that's not a word for that word. The work. Give me that. It's not actually a case of, oh yeah, well, even with a draw, we've not lost, we've avoided that. No, because we'll drop, and then Lincoln have a game in hand, as do Doncaster, who could still move within a point with that win. Whereas with a win, it'd push us up to 64 points into 4th in the table, 7 points off Sunderland as it stands. It'd put us right back in it, wouldn't it, Lou?
It would put us right back, and that's what I want to see. I want to see us come out this second half and get the win. Simple fact is, it's cementing a better place for the playoffs and giving us that little chance of automatic. You know what I mean?
Lewis, don't you think that Curtis looks completely isolated up front?
Today he does, yeah. I agree with that. Today he does. He doesn't look as like what he's been like. Like in the past.
I don't necessarily think it's his fault necessarily. I think
he's not a one-up front striker, is he? Let's be honest.
We've got no width in that first half at all. We haven't put any crosses in really. We haven't.
Wait, I'm just gonna have a look while you talk. Who is actually on our bench? Because if our bench is decent, then maybe it will be all right.
Maybe.
We shouldn't be saying maybe we should be all right against a team like Wigan. We should be saying
we shouldn't. No.
We need 2 or 3 goals. We should be scoring more. The fact we're even debating having to come out the second half to get a win against a team that'd been better at us in the first half just shows like what are we up to today? You know what I mean? This is not what we've seen the last few games.
Yeah, so we'll just look up here at the comments. Portsmouth scored last kicking game. Maybe. We've read that already. Dropped about 25 points from leading, only 1 goal to win it, possibly. Mike, mate, all I want to do is watch the game. Cheers for the clickbait, mugs. We couldn't show. I'd love to show it, but we can't legally, or I'd get fined. I do want to keep the money I do have.
I'd get fined more like.
Yeah. And Jeff has put it's the ghost of Jacket, and Helen has put we can't show it because it's copyright. Yeah, we can't. Well, our bench today is Ward, Bolton, Nicolaisen, Daniels, Cannon, Byers, and White. No strikers, no attackers.
We haven't got any.
Is that a worry?
Yeah, it is a worry moving forward.
Who have we got? Who have we got that can play that ain't injured or out? You know what I mean? I don't think we have.
We haven't got any strikers.
We have anyone.
We don't.
I mean, one thing we could do is put half White on the wing, but other than that, there's no one there.
And we simply haven't got anyone, so you can't blame the management for that. We haven't got anybody.
Injuries has nothing to do with the management team. Let's say that.
But yeah, I mean, maybe Harvey White to come on. Maybe
possibly
Cannon to come on. But we lack a bit of spark in the middle of the pitch. Somebody can just, string a pass together. A bit of creativity. Someone who can, it's all a bit.
All it takes is one chance.
We need that one chance. Yeah. We need that one chance, and if we take that chance, it can change the game. You know what I mean? It's just taking that one chance.
I agree with Katie that it'll be one goal to win it, because I can't see it being 2 or 3 goals in this half. I can see it being back and forward, then a chance gets taken. That'll be as it is. And then possibly there could be another goal after that, or it could open the heavens open after it. But I can't see either side scoring and then going, right, let's go get some more. It'll be one side scores, the other one then just attacks him for the rest of the game. Dad, do you agree?
Yeah, the way the game's going at the moment, it does look like one goal's going, unless we turn up in the second half and produce a second half display like the first half against Shrewsbury. Well, we tore them apart. The way we're playing at the moment.
Yeah, definitely. Lewis, what do you think for the rest of this game?
It's simple, really. We need to play better. We need to pass the ball better. We need to take chances. We have to create more chances. It's simple, really. You know what I mean? It's just, at the moment, I can't see us doing a lot because Wigan have got the upper hand. But I just hope that changes. I hope Cowley's gone in there and not ripped him a new one, but said what he's got to say. Because if this was Jacket, it'll be a completely different team talk to what the Cowleys will do. I just hope we can come out a better side. They can just pass more and play better than we have that first half.
Yeah, Katie says you got rid of Jacket way too late. Tell us about it.
Yeah, we should have gone.
He should have gone after Oxford in the playoffs. I still think that. That should have been someone else's job to do. With all the players that left, he should have gone in the summer and we could have had a rebuild. But no, he stayed and then ruined his career.
The only reason
if he'd gone out in the summer, I think Lewis.
The only season he was still here after
financial.
That, the only, and because I heard something about the Arsenal didn't want to sack Jacket because they get him done for breach of contract because he didn't fulfil his contract at the club. I don't know how much of that's true, but I've never heard an owner say that to a manager. Normally, it's just they're sacked and they just, you know what I mean? I've never. Yeah, some of the things the Arsenal do are a bit shaky.
Well, the interesting thing is, that's the reason Eisner got kicked off Disney, is he didn't want to sack managers. But anyway, I think if he'd have gone after Oxford, his record with Pompey would have been seen as fair play, mate. You tried, it didn't work. See you later.
He didn't want to change.
Whereas because it came this season and he didn't change anything, it was now like, I'll do one. Don't care anymore. Just go. Yeah. Whereas if it had been last season and he'd walked away and it had just been that ended, it would have been fair play, Jacket. You've tried, you failed, but fair play for the effort. We move on. Whereas now it's like, well, cheers, you've kept us with 8 games left to 10, 11 games left this season. And now we've got to find a new manager, get one in, which we have done well, but then build now. Anyway, Lewis, last thoughts of the half before we do go into the second half.
Just need to be better. I'm still going to stick with my 2-1s. I don't know why I can see them scoring, but us scoring as well. Like, I can see it happening. I just hope you just play better, to be honest. That's all I want to see is a bit more creativity, better playing than that first half.
Yeah, fair enough. Anyway, Lou, I think Pompey should be back out soon because it's been nearly 20 minutes.
Yeah, no worries.
So I'll see you soon.
Catch you later. Up the Blues.
Full time.
Up the Blues.
Up the Blues. Ryan, is a draw a good result? Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
A draw is shocking for us. Don't put the Wi-Fi on. Sorry, Dad's trying to be silly with his phone. Katie, latest should have gone was before January transfer window. Yes, because it won. Well, no, actually, thing is though, by then we were top of the league. Going into January, Pompey were leading League One, so you can't sack a manager who's top of the league.
No.
But then it slipped, and it kept slipping, and eventually they parted company.
But he's always been debatable about his
style of approach, his passion, everything. Well, he thought he was like this, wasn't he?
He's passive on the bench. There's no inspiration, nothing.
Nope. But what can you say?
Any changes?
Not that I can. Well, who would we bring on? Yes, there has been. Don't know who it is though. I'm going to find out. Andy Cannon has come on for Michael Jacobs. What's that going to be then? Williams. It's looking now to be Williams on the left, Harness on the right, with Cannon with close to in the middle.
Well, something's got to change because we simply went out the races in the first half.
I'm going to put that on here. So we will put the lineups back on screen. I accidentally clicked that. I didn't mean to. We're just going to edit it quickly to show who is playing. So Cannon has come on, has he not, for Jacobs? Well, Pompey's team now then is McGilvray in goal, Johnson, Watmore, Raggett and Brown as the back four. Naylor and Close or Cannon making up the midfield kind of three. Williams and Williams and Harness either wing with Curtis leading the line there. Decent lineup, Dad. Are you happy with that change at half-time?
We'll see.
Fair enough. And then the Wigan's lineup is Jones in goal as their captain, Dariqua, Tilt, Johnston, Robinson, Ojo, Evans, Solomon, Lang and Proctor.
That's it, go on.
That is the lineup. Cannon, one's forward. Cannon hits one.
Hey, what the Blues!
What a goal!
What a goal, my son!
Get in there! Andy Cannon with the goal.
He's just scored an absolute screamer.
What a hit! What a hit, son!
Oh my God!
What a hit!
That's goal of the season.
Jesus Lord! What a hit! Andy Cannon has just come off the bench and smacked it top corner.
I mean,
that's what we've missed. Look, Andy Cannon, he picks up the ball. He picks up the ball for press. Cuts inside, has some space, and just hits it right-footed into. Well, I think it has hit the keeper, but it does eventually end up into the top right corner of the net. Wigan 0, Portsmouth 1. What a goal! Dad, happy with that?
Wow, that's sensational. Well, I mean,
Jesus.
I mean, what a substitution.
Whew. Well, are you happy with the substitution?
I mean, that's a rocket, an absolute rocket.
What a goal! We will go through the comments in a second. Well, we're gonna have to scroll up now because obviously everyone puts in. It baffles me I didn't get sacked after the loss against Northampton. Same.
Keep the ball.
Yeah. Hold on a minute. Don't worry. I'm happy he didn't after Northampton because you had our Sunderland and we won. Yeah, always going to win that with Kenny. 1K in the month, only 296 away. We do it. We're cycling to Wimbledon. I've already said it.
We'll be there. 296
by the end of the month, and we will be going. Get in, Cannon. What a strike! Absolute screamer. Katie, Jacket's too stubborn. Katie, mate, it wasn't deserved, but it's happened.
That goal.
Gets up, Super Andy Cannon, 4-0 incoming.
That's a worldie. That's a worldie.
Liam Pryor has put, Dad. Tom Naylor taught him a thing or two. I think he did actually.
I think he did.
That's frozen again. What a sub! 1 minute on the pitch and he's already scored more goals than anyone on the pitch.
We got to get after these lot now.
Yeah, well, there is a Wigan fan in here, but we do have to get after.
I think they're going to be gaps appearing now. Because they've got.
All I'm going to say is, Kenny Jackett substitution's never seen.
Yeah, Wigan just had a chance.
They didn't really end up in anything, though, did it?
He thought he was playing rugby, so.
Well, it's a rugby pitch, isn't it? So he's got that's a handball.
You don't know that for a fact, do you?
No.
Oh, yeah. See, that was shaky.
I thought he had the ball then. I looked up and he didn't.
But yeah, we just basically only gave a goal away.
Once we've conceded, that's it. Is it, Katie?
I don't know about that. You nearly scored.
You did nearly score, to be fair. The box. Naylor heads it further on. Raggett heads it up. Close heads it up again, but out to the right. So Otterball picks it up. It's out. It's going to be left footed into the box, and it's frozen.
Oh,
I follow isn't great. It's caught by McGilvray. The new Tom Naylor says Helen. Yes. What a strike, Dad. What a hit.
Yeah, it was. We need another one.
Considering Viv is having injections just to play, he's been immense. Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he has.
He's been your best player today. Yeah. Would you agree with me, Dad?
Yeah.
The Viv has been there, but he wasn't very good for us.
Right,
I think he was unlucky for us.
Didn't really get that much of a chance, did he?
He showed potential.
Yeah, he did, yeah.
But he didn't really get a chance under Jackett.
But we had a lot of loan players, didn't we, at the time?
Who did we have? We had Viv, who was on loan technically from Birmingham.
Omar Bogle, James Vaughan.
Yeah, Omar Bogle, James Vaughan. Was James Vaughan permanent, but on a short-term deal like Daniel?
No, they're all on loan.
I didn't know that. Ben Thompson, no, season before.
Yeah, season before, We had a lot of too many on-loan players, in my opinion.
Under Jacket, that was his way of doing things. I want it. Get loads of loan players.
Look at now.
Yeah, I don't really want to look because we're going to concede in it, right?
Did you know that for a fact?
No, I don't.
Oh.
We're only like 10 seconds behind there.
That's all right.
The only way I'd know is if they put it in the comments, and they have.
Go on.
No, it's a bit of leg loss there.
Pressure the keeper.
There is no need to. Yes, you want to go 2-0 up, but don't waste our energy yet. Don't forget, we have another game on Saturday. What is it? Saturday, Friday, Monday, Saturday.
Mm.
You don't want to knacker all our attacking options.
We're not playing again after today till Saturday.
I did just say next Saturday, did I not?
See, he's running through.
No penalty there. No. Could have been. I could see refs give it, but it would have been soft. But I could have seen refs do that. He's got floating bones in his knee. Oh. That's not good, then, is it?
It's not good, no.
That's not what you want to have as a footballer.
He's playing well with floating bones.
He's playing like he's got sturdy bones. Fair play to him, though, KT. He's been a good player for you. As it does get to him again. He's coming in. He's got pace. He's dancing around Callum Johnson, left foot cross into the box. Good cross that is to the back post. He wins it, and the Gilray catches it. But yeah, he's got pace, he's got skill, and he's 2-footed pretty much. So he's doing well.
He just skinned Callum Johnson.
He did, yeah. Stole him a cup of tea and a biscuit. It's nice when this game actually doesn't freeze, isn't it?
Yeah.
Curtis jumps but doesn't win it. Am I watching badminton or am I watching football?
Yeah, it's a bit ping.
Just ping, then ping again, then ping again. It was just literally up in the air all the time. It is forward now. Harness misses out. Curtis looks to nip in, but it's I'm still worst hoop I've ever seen in my life. He chipped it up to try and hoop it, but just tapped it out for a throw in. Oh, quite funny actually that one. Shrewsbury are taking the lead against Plymouth, 1-0. Plymouth scoring for Shrewsbury there as well. Pompey have a throw in down the right wing. Someone just had that haircut.
That is terrible.
It's terrible. Wow.
That is wow.
I'm not being really dramatic, but we're going up. Someone just put on Twitter. Whether or not I agree, I will not say.
Well, let's wait till 90 minutes, mate.
KT, that's why I feel bad for risking him, but he's one of our better players. To be honest, I think without him, you wouldn't really have had much today. I think you'll agree. He's been at the centre of most... Yeah, obviously, you've had a couple of chances without him. But the chances that you have had that have been good ones, he's been at least involved. Not necessarily getting the initial, like the actual crossing, but he's had the initial pass or just a kick or something, hasn't he, Dad?
Mm.
Let me have a look there.
We still don't. I know we scored the goal.
We don't look class. We're the better side at the moment, but that doesn't say much. Have there been any more goals? There has not. Should we have a look at the league table and see if it looks any better? It does. Hull, Peterborough, Sunderland, Pompey in 4th, and then Blackpool and Lincoln making up the playoff places. The bottom half, Wigan have slipped to within 2 points of bottom of the league. Rochdale with a game in hand there as well. If they score, we're going to bottom.
Well, Rochdale's supposed to be playing today against Lincoln.
They are playing today.
Oh, no, they're playing.
Lincoln were meant to be playing MK Dons.
So what's the Rochdale score?
0-0 with Ipswich.
That's good for us as well.
That is good for us. Because the thing is, you say, oh yeah, we want the teams above us to drop points. You also don't want the teams below us to get any. Teams below us get any. When we lose one game, we can drop to like 7th. Peter making a double sub. Reed and Burrows off, Dembele and Brown on. Both good players there. Dembele said he wanted to leave Peterborough early in the season.
They showed you their strength in depth. They can bring players like Dembele on. God.
Brown as well is a decent player. Their attacking options are immense. The defensive ones not so much because they've got like a 96-year-old Mark Beavers at the back. But still. Callum Lang, ex-Motherwell. He has been on loan at Motherwell though. Obviously that is your dad's boyhood club, Motherwell, isn't it? Fun fact about him.
Certainly is, yeah.
Family from Motherwell originally. Well, your dad was from there anyway. Not your mum, but your dad was from Motherwell.
No, I wasn't from Motherwell.
Well, he's from near Motherwell, so he supported Motherwell. Right-footed corner to be taken by Wigan. I don't know how that was a corner, by the way, but it was. Whipped in. That is there to be hit. And it has been hit. I don't even know where that ended up.
That is over the...
that is 3 points.
That's over the rugby post.
Yeah, that is 3 points there. 3 points to Wigan. Is Joe Ward is dancing for Peterborough? Take him in here if you want one. You're on him up, but you want one.
No.
Oh. Obviously, last time at Wigan away, Connor Chaplin scored, and then interestingly, both teams finished the game on 10 men. You're in your own little world here.
Watching the game as well.
Yeah, but not much going on, does he? 90 minutes.
He just played running through.
He's run through 3 players there very easily. Out to the right back now, or the right mid, 1 or 2. But the other way going to get stopped, but still has the ball. Inside now, he's just sent our player to the shops. He's running down the right wing. Brown is going to cushion that one out. He doesn't. He keeps it in, and it's well cleared actually. Tilt miscontrols it. Cut it out with Tilt, which is a bit stupid of him. And then Tilt is eventually brought down by Tom Naylor. Still Pompey 1-0 up. But Dad, how have you felt about this half, first 10 minutes of it?
Well, apart from the goal, I think we're going to be the better team.
Well, until the goal, anyway. Until the goal, I think Pompey were better. I do apologise for the rustling noise. I'm trying to get the minute out. But until the goal, Pompey were better. We got it, and then we've just been happy to let them onto us again, haven't we? But I'm not complaining. If we get 3 points over the board,
you'd think the longer the game goes on, they're going to leave spaces at the back. It's just up to us to exploit it. The longer the game stays 1-0 anyway. Because they're not going to be happy with it. Even if they've got to win, Wigan, haven't they? Let's be fair.
Yeah. Both sides need 3 points. 1 point isn't good enough for either. I mean, I think we're going to be happier for a draw than we would because, you know, Wigan is a point against a team in the top 6. Do you know what? As there is Wigan fans here, or at least one, I'll have a look now and we'll look at Wigan's running and see if they could. Oh, Bristol Rovers are now losing, I think. So Wigan have gone back up to 22nd. Still 2 points off safety, so it's not looking awful for you. But the matches they've got to play. Oh, my Lord. Right, so they have 7 games left after today. Doncaster away, Sunderland at home, Crewe at home, Shrewsbury away, Burton at home, and then Hull away and Swindon at home. Are they staying up?
Anything can happen. On this performance, I've been impressed with them.
And one of Pompey's playoff rivals have gone behind. What one is it though, Dad?
Ipswich.
Nope. Doncaster. Bristol Rovers 2, Doncaster 1.
They've really slipped, haven't they?
They have.
Massively.
Well, what were they? 3rd with 2 games in hand on top. If they won, they were top.
And we were saying only about 6 weeks ago that if they won their 2 games, they'd be
Luke
top.
McCormick at the double for Bristol Rovers there. That's not good news for Wigan. And look at the standings. With a loss, Doncaster are 10th still. But crucially, they're 5 points off playoffs without games in hand.
Yeah, they've slipped off massively. I mean,
should we have a look?
I mean, their form. I think they lost. What was it? If they lose this game, they lost 7 of the last 8 games, didn't they, or something?
Yeah. We can go back to Matchday 22 and have a look at the table, because why not? That's kind of a crucial point, isn't it? Not 18, 19. Sorry about this. I'm trying to find out. Well, there's been a break in play for an injury in the 60th minute here. And what was the table? Blackpool are 4-1 up at home to Gillingham.
I think that's Jim.
So after 4 games, Dad, 22 games, Doncaster were 11th. I didn't know that. Pompey were 4th then, 4 points off top with a game in hand. So we've slipped as well. Do you know who slipped the most though there? Charlton, 5th. 6 points off top with a game in hand. Where are they now? 8th. Lincoln 2nd there as well, joint top.
Who were top then?
Hull, who still are, so not much. I'm going to go back to match day 28 because I'm trying to find when Doncaster.
I think that's Gillingham's chances of the playoffs all gone because they've played
4-1 as well. It's not like a 1-0 loss.
How many games have they played after today?
40.
Yeah, so forget about them. 6 games left. They're not going to get in the playoffs.
No, so here we go. After 26 games Doncaster have played, 27 Pompey had.
That's ours.
Doncaster were placed 5th in it. Curtis Tilt's trying to fight Michael Jacobs here. No, it's not. It's Andy Cannon, sorry. He's obviously his time of the month. Harvey White does look to come on here, though. Guessing that'll be for... Sorry, Lee Brown has just chucked the ball to Curtis Tilt's head. But Nicky Cowley trying to work out what's going on. Curtis Tilt having a bit of a squinny there. I don't know about what. Do you know what happened?
Surely he's not going to put any of our players for that.
It was our throw and Curtis Tilt started on Andy Cannon. But yeah, so we're going to go through it again as that has frozen now. After 28 games, Hull were top with 52 points, joint with Peterborough, where Peterborough had a game in hand. Lincoln third, game in hand, joint on points. Pompey fourth, game in hand on Hull, 4 points off them. Doncaster had a game in hand on everyone, 48 points. They were 4 points off top with 2 games in hand. They were also 4 points off promotion with a game in hand.
See, that's just handbags.
Curtis Hill throwing his toys out the pram. Well and truly there. Hothead. Ben Close is going to make way for Harvey White. Decent sub. Obviously, the Cowleys are very good at judging the game and seeing how it's going. So I think that they will know what they're doing. So I'm going to try and work out if anyone did get booked for that. I don't think they have. I don't even think Curtis Tilt's been gone into the book for that. But Ben Close has come off.
He hasn't played any worse than anybody else, Ben Close. I think
it's just fitness more like that.
It's just been a bit of an off day for everybody.
Yeah. Cannon knock him out. Fair enough. And Peterborough should be winning our game now. Yeah, we're watching, Nathan.
Here we go.
From what we have been, and they have been the better side. Cannon brings it forward again, out to the right for Williams. Sorry, for Harness. Harness drilled into the box, missed.
Someone should have been on the end of that.
Out for a throw-in. I'm going to edit the lineup. Pompey have made their second sub of the day.
So I reckon someone should be on the end of that.
Well, someone should be, yeah. Brown as well, chucking the ball at Tilt. Top bloke. Yeah, it was quite funny, wasn't it? Was it Honeyman? Something like that. I'm just trying to work out if there's been any subs, any cards, because obviously I feel like it's freezing, so we can't see what's going on half the time.
Good touch, good.
No subs for them.
That's it, thank you. Nice free
Only one card, but yeah, that's how that is. Looking at other games, can't help but think we're down now. Katie, I wouldn't write yourselves off. Obviously, it's not looking good, let's be honest.
But it's still 28 minutes.
With a hard run in. Still 28 minutes of this one, though. And other teams won't win, will they? Grab something. Northampton are losing, which is good for you. Rochdale currently drawing, though, not good. Wimbledon drawing as well. Bristol Rovers winning. Swindon, none of the bottom 5 other than Wigan are losing. That isn't good for them.
We're in Northampton in the league.
19. Well, actually, no one. So other than Bristol, where are Bristol Rovers? So Bristol Rovers 21st is the only one winning. But then no one. But then the only other team losing from 16th down is Northampton. It's the only team losing from down there. That's not good for Wigan. Katie was always going to be hard for you this season. If you go down, just rebuild next. Yeah, Katie, I wouldn't get yourselves too down about it. Obviously, after the financial, it was a
club was shafted.
Joke, really, wasn't it?
It was shafted.
They'd stayed up.
Well,
yeah, but the worst thing about it is? Peterborough have just scored. Yes, Nathan, they have. Have a guess who scored it. It wasn't Clark Harris, Sariki Dembele. I can't show it, but I will describe it for you when it replays. I didn't actually see that one go in. Dembele off the bench and into the action. Something's going on. Oh, what a save. Williams came forward there. Should have been 2-0. Nathan Thompson skips into the box from the right. Literally just a nip pass to the left-hand side of the 6-yard box. And Nathan Thompson gets it on the corner of the box, runs into the box, across the box to the penalty spot, thinks it left. Dembele first time left-footed bottom corner. Could have been a foul though for Sunderland though, as he was pulled to the floor, but not given. And good finish by Dembele. Left-footed across the goal, no chance for Verge. Peterborough 1, Sunderland 0. suppose that's not very good for anyone, but I suppose it is better they win than Sunderland for us. Because we've got a game in hand on Peterborough.
I think we just need to try and get in the playoffs, mate.
Oh, yeah, but what I'm saying is it's better, isn't it, if one team's going to win. KT being useless this second half. Lewis thought that was in. So did I, mate. So it doesn't help with the youth and 23 women, and we got rid of 7 kids. Jesus. Been useless. Yeah, I don't think you've been useless. It's just we've been better. It's not going well, though, for you, if I'm totally honest. I can't even see what's going on in this game at the moment. Let's try it again.
It's not good, is it?
It's not. No, it is not.
I'll watch it around Jordan. That's on again now.
Pardon?
It's on again now.
Ah, we've got another corner.
Oh,
no, it's not.
it's on there, bro.
I know. Well, I can see it on there, can't I? Highs on the left, up to Williams, who slipped and it's gone out for a goal kick. Poor.
Paul Williams.
Poor. Very poor. So I'm just editing.
Yeah, Wigan are pressing us again.
Scores. At the start of the season, everything went against you, Katie. This season was never going to go well for you, but now you've got new owners. That's positive. Yeah, there it is. Katie put, can't wait to have 5 players on the books coming in this season. The EFL have well and truly shafted you, let's be honest.
Yeah. You just hope there's a bit of money for player budgets.
I just hope the Bahrain owners have money. As Clark Harris is through it. He blocked that with his head. But yeah, Katie, I think you'll be able to rebuild. Those owners do have a bit of money, hopefully, anyway. They look passionate as well from what I've seen on Twitter. So, we can hope. There's 09 throwing everything at this. Blocked with his head. Look. Watch this. Just watch. That's handball.
No, you can't give it.
You can't. Well, he fell over though, didn't he? Callum Johnson is dead. Harry says, come on, you Blues. Yes. Hopefully we can hold on. Or oranges today, actually.
Come on, you oranges.
Come on, you oranges.
Up the tangerines.
It's not tangerine, is it?
Yeah.
Blackpool wear tangerine. Did an old-fashioned football manager and rebuild. So many potential owners messing us around, delayed the takeover. The only people that the EFL haven't punished is the owners. Yeah, Katie.
Yeah, definitely. Should have been punished.
It should have been. Oh, Keane's come on for a Wigan. I don't know who for, though.
They should have been
Didn't see that.
punished,
They should have been punished, yeah.
Kicked out of this country, never allowed to come back in again.
This fit and proper check doesn't work.
But there's something about a bet they did, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think they were betting on Wigan getting relegated.
Yeah, it's shocking.
So they put them into administration. Because as far as I'm aware, Katie, I don't know how true this is, Katie, but apparently you weren't actually in money troubles, but the owners had a bet
it's just poor.
in Singapore, or wherever he was from, that you'd go down. So he put you into administration knowing that would relegate you, or something like that, and he won the money from it, which is a joke.
As Blake eats another bit mini egg.
Nice, actually.
Huh? Oh, that's terrible. Straight back to him.
Connor, so undeserved. Well, we've been the better side this second half.
That's debatable.
Just you got to keep positive and a fresh outlook every game. Yeah, Katie, you have. Connor, how are we not winning? Well, I mean, you're just not finishing. You should have been winning first half, but I think this half, even you'll agree, you've been negative that we've been the better side the second half.
I think it's 50-50 the second half.
I don't think either side deserves to win this by many, but Wigan just haven't taken any chances, have they?
They like to fall over a lot.
And you fall over. But yeah, they don't like a team that's getting relegated.
No, to be fair,
To be fair to you, you don't look like you're a team that's getting relegated.
they battled, they pressed.
Yep. And Pompey are just looking to kind of slow the game down here as far as I'm aware, aren't they? really.
One goal's not enough.
Harry, play up Pompey, Pompey play up, yes. And Stephen, come on Pompey. Come on Pompey. Let's hold on. Will Keane came on to replace Theo Asgard. That didn't come up on any device.
Right, you got time now. This is like we got time now. See what he does with the ball. Right, good pass. And we lose it again. Now we've got a free kick.
Question is, have I spelled his name right?
Who?
Keane.
It's K-E-E-N.
I have. I knew that, but I didn't know if I'd done it right or not.
I've got your phone on it.
I know, I've heard it. Katie, taking a lot of risks here. You are, but I think, to be fair, you have to. You can't just be happy to play sensible. When you're 1-0 down against a team like us, you just have to go, boom, get and try and win anything you can, pretty much. That's how football works sometimes. I'm going to try and... Nope, don't go that way. There we go. Cannon's all over the gas today as well, up for it. He is. Since he's come on, he's been our best player. You'll agree with me on that, hopefully.
Yeah,
Cannon has been the best player. Anyway. And Cannon's on the ball again. Just safely over to Lee Brown at left back.
He's got a bit of bite about him and he snaps into the challenges.
He's passionate. He's got lots of energy in him, hasn't he?
This is where we need to be more like game management. We need to keep the ball here. You know, that's it.
That'll be interesting. Is the game management of the boys? Is if they can just manage the game well and hold on. McGilvray does go that could be dangerous. It's not as clear. Don't worry. To be honest, results not looking bad behind us. Dad. Look, I'll show it now. Obviously, red means loss, orange means draw. See if I can show you guys on here. But that is the table at the minute. Obviously, I've got paint under my nails, which isn't great. So they look very dirty. I do apologise for that. But yeah. As another mini egg. We cut out again then. The Wi-Fi just disappeared. We've not been good whatsoever, but we've taken a chance. Wigan can get a draw. Yeah, I'll agree with you, Lou. We've taken the best chance we've got. Well, I don't think it was a chance. Cannon created it for himself. Cannon just decided, all right, I'll have one. Bang. Oh, okay, it's ended up top corner. Lovely. But yeah, Wigan could definitely nick a draw. I wouldn't even call it nicking, would you?
That wasn't being it.
They'd just grab a draw. And it would have been earned. They haven't been the worst side. No one's been no one's been a good side today. Both sides have been the same as each other, pretty much.
Scrappy, very scrappy.
It has been, yeah. It's been proper League One football, hasn't it? 15 minutes left in the Sunderland game. Still 1-0 Peterborough.
But you think that Wigan are going to take more chances, like in the next, towards the end of the game, but they're going to have to take risks, aren't they? Which hopefully, like I said before, will play into our hands. Off the ball again. God, he's quick, isn't he?
Good challenge from Harness there, actually. And Harness does eventually clear it long.
Straight back to them.
Helen, there's going to be another goal. Yeah, there will be. I didn't think there would be after one, but I wouldn't be surprised if Wigan grabbed one here, actually.
We're just giving the ball away. That's a silly pass from them.
Again?
They're not.
No, again.
Yeah. He was under no pressure there. He just put it straight out.
Yep. Don't know who for, though. No, it's quite even at the minute, but this is going to end either 1-0 or 2-1. Or it will end 1-0 maybe. But I could see, if they equalise, I could see us getting another one. Unless they equalise 10 minutes after. If they equalise with 5 minutes left, I can't. It's been a quite dire game, really, hasn't it?
It has been poor, yeah.
There's not been much going on.
We're inviting them onto us, you see.
But whether that is the tactic. This is what Gillingham did midweek, isn't it? I don't think that was a foul.
Yeah.
But it's been given.
You're going
to toilet again. He's broken the seal.
The seal's been broken.
Shocking. Katie, think it'll stay 1-0. It could, but I wouldn't be surprised if you did get a goal. Let's be honest. Katie, would you take Will Grigg back if you get relegated? Because it's looking like he'll leave Sunderland in the summer. Would you take Will Grigg? Absolute legend at Wigan, I think. Would you take him? Oh, that's an awful challenge there. I don't think it'll probably be a yellow. It should be a yellow. Probably won't be though. Just cut out the attack completely by clearing out Harvey White. Would love him back home. Yeah, I thought you would. But he's not done well at Sunderland, and they're looking to get him off their books, I think. Currently on loan at MK Dons, doing quite well, so they might try and get him permanently. But I think if Wigan came in for him, obviously the new owners do have some money behind them. So if the new owners came in and offered a couple mil maybe, or even just $1 million, to be honest, at the minute I'd give him 500k maximum. But if they offered that, you could possibly get him back. Good striker for Wigan. As Dad re-enters the Haven. Shrewsbury 2 then up. Ow. He didn't want to leave us in the first place, to be honest. Yeah, I did talking about Will Grigg.
Where's he playing?
MK Dons on loan. But we're saying, would Wigan take him back if they got relegated? And she's saying that they would love him. That would be a good move for him, though, wouldn't it? Drop Dons, but not hitting the form he had at Wigan when he scored. Obviously, he scored that goal against Man City, didn't he?
It's still 1-0. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That pitch is terrible, isn't it?
Yeah, it's dead obviously looking at the Peter versus Sunderland game that we do have on there.
What was it? Would you say? What? Burst water main?
Burst water main underneath or next to it or something.
Right.
I know that's not going to help the pitch, is it? Let's be honest.
Right.
It's a free kick here. A dangerous position actually with Sunderland. As Pompey picked the ball up in the attack in third. Cannon looks to run through, gets blocked off. Is it going for a corner? No, it's going for a Wigan free kick. What's he giving that for then? Any idea?
No.
Did he breathe? Was it break social distancing or something?
COVID rules, mate.
No, you're allowed to meet with 6 people outside now. So obviously window open there, ventilation and all that.
I mean, I don't want to speak too soon, but they haven't actually threatened.
Wow, that was McGilvray played that one a bit close, didn't he? Wow. This is going in.
Who's taking it?
Have a guess.
McGeady.
Yes. McGee's got a free kick on the edge of the box, 10 minutes left for Sunderland. Oh, it has!
Oh, what a goal!
What a free kick!
So this is
what a goal!
McGeady's just scored an absolute.
I was joking when I said he'd score, but McGeady, right-footed, steps up and sticks one top right corner. Just watching it. Viv Solomon has just come off for Danny Gardner. It's not actually that far in the corner, but it's unstopped because Christy Pym's quite small. Yeah, good goal actually. That. Otterball has come off there, by the way.
No, I've seen. He's been their best player by a mile. So he must have been taken off, because he's not 100%.
Yeah, it's got to be an injury thing. You don't want to kill him. Yes, he's been the best player, but there's a reason he's your best player. You don't want to kill your best player, do you? Oh, but there's that clash of heads, was it? Or
Clash of heads, yeah.
Clash of heads between Raggett and the Wigan player. I don't know what Wigan player it was. I did miss that one. I'm just going to edit the scorelines, obviously, with Sunderland equalising there. Just put some of the scores on the bottom now. Some of them, not all of them, in case you were wondering. What a goal that is now.
McGeady's too good for this division, isn't he?
He's old though now, isn't he? I think Championship's too good for him. He's one of those players that's too good for League One, but not good enough for the Championship. It's like, in terms of club, that's like Norwich, isn't it? Too good for the Championship, but not good enough for the Premier League.
Yeah.
Could have been 2-1 there, actually. Nathan, if you are here, I bet you're buzzing, mate.
Great strike.
Would you take a draw, Nathan? Would you? Or would you be a bit annoyed?
You stop his time going galore now after this.
Yeah. There will be. Now, with that, Dad, Pompey only 9 points off automatic promotion with the game in hand. As it stands.
Yeah.
It's getting closer. Getting closer.
Hull's still winning.
Yeah. Lewis said I'd take Raggett off. We take him off after this?
Yeah.
Bring Rasmus on.
And then he'll probably score a home goal.
They're showing this free kick again. That's how good it was. I don't know if they get the wall jump, they'd stop that.
Mm.
But Raggett's bleeding, I think. He's making his way down the tunnel. So I think it will be a change for Pompey, or it should be a change for Pompey anyway. As the Wigan man, I think that's Cowley. No, it's not. It's number 9. Burton are 2-1 up against Swindon. Yeah, Nick Larsson has come on now for Sean Raggett. Callum Lang has also had to come off with an injury. Both players making their way down the tunnel because of head injuries. I'll just put Nick Larson's name. So this is, I hate it, the fact that I have to spell out names. Nikolai Sen.
We're going to got a free kick.
Hobby going down the wing.
Oh, that's great.
Andy Cannon, left-footed up. Oh. He's gone left-footed, and it has. Well, he's playing rugby now.
It's rugby again. No.
I'll be happy to draw the way South has gone. Yeah, Nathan, I expect you would. Be a decent result. Mo Issa as well now coming on. Sammy Schmodic.
They got some players, haven't they?
Katie has put Lang, our best player, 6 goals in 12. Can't be out for long. It won't be. It's a head injury, so it's not like a leg injury or something. It's just
you got to take precautions.
It's a simple clash of heads that they can't risk him. Dodu does come on for. Oh, Dodu comes on for Callum Lang. Is that Dodu the one who played for Blackpool? The Swan. That's his name. Anyway. Pick my phone up. I wouldn't be surprised if we have 5-6 minutes added on here, actually. Dead.
Yeah, could be, mate.
Another save for McGilvray to make that quite an easy one, though. Oh. That's good for us to hear.
Well, she knows that better than we do.
Well, she's a Wigan fan. I mean, I wouldn't know. But anyway, Reggie at the Blues. Liam, Aidan McGee equalised. Yeah, it was a class free kick, mate. We're watching it on here. Well, we got an iPad there, and the team Reggie obviously has said at the Blues. Going to be a nervy last 10 minutes, yeah. I think there's probably going to be more than that, actually. With 6 minutes of actual time, I reckon there's going to be about 5 or 6 added on.
I reckon 5 or 6 added on. Because of that head injury, especially.
Sunderland coming down the wing, It wouldn't surprise me if they scored and we went out the other end and scored straight away. 1-2 again.
Keeper's got to come for that. He fell over.
No pen there. He didn't even want the penalty at first, did he?
No,
he went down and went, oh, and then got up and went, oh, hold on a minute, ref.
This is where we've given the ball straight back to him.
Yeah, but obviously Johnson's then. He don't let that go out. He hasn't. He kept it in. Back right of the thing. Both the exact same type of player don't complement each other at all. That's not what you want up front, is it? You want two players that are different. You don't want two. You don't want two Ryan Curtis up front, do you? Because they just clash with each other.
I think we definitely missed an out-and-out striker.
Well, Marquis should do the job, I think, under the Cowleys. He did in his first game.
Yeah, we do miss an out-and-out striker.
Well, Marquis is 1 goal in 1 under the Cowleys, isn't there? Or is he 1 goal in 2? 1 goal in 2. Lewis passing is very sloppy today. It is, mate.
Yeah,
how was that not a penalty? I don't think it would have been. The reason I think it wouldn't have been, even if it was a foul, is because
he fell over.
He went down.
Who said it was a penalty?
The Wigan fan. He went down, didn't call for it, and then looked round and then went, hold on a minute, and got up and went, ref. But I don't think it was a penalty anyway. It could have been given. Like, I've seen refs give them, but I wish Portsmouth would win. Yeah, hopefully.
So that would have been soft to get.
It would have been soft, but then it's League One refs, isn't it? So Lewis never a pen. No, I don't think it was. I would have been annoyed if it had been given, but then I could have seen why.
But League One refs,
some
of them are absolutely terrible.
Well, as a Wigan fan, midweek their keeper got 2-footed off the ball.
Remember that Lincoln game we watched in December when they let 2,000 fans in? He kept giving everything. He was giving about 8 yellow cards.
I mean Fleetwood.
Fleetwood, sorry. Yeah.
But Katie, you'll know, because Jamie Jones, your goalkeeper, got 2-footed off the ball the other day, didn't he? And the ref didn't even give him a yellow. Stupid, really. Oh, missed me mouth. Reggie says automatics, question mark.
Not if we play like this.
Well, we're winning though.
Yeah, I know, but
you said not if we play, but we're winning.
I'm always
as it stands, with 9 points off promotion with the game in hand.
Right, that's still 6 points even if we win that game in hand. But then again, you've got to look at the team.
Yes, it's 6 points even if we win it, but it's 6 points. Right. Harness is making way. I don't know who for though. That's a defensive sub and a half. James Bolton.
Yeah, so we're just obviously playing to take the
1-0 win and move on.
Sunday they scored it.
I know, but they didn't, did they?
I've goal nearly.
The post. Well, who's he come on for? Harness, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, whether Jack Johnson goes right wing.
No.
You say no, he might. It'd be the least surprising thing I've seen today. Pompey's fourth sub of the day. We've had 2 potential ones that both been waived, but then if it was the other way around, you would call for it. Yeah, Stillington Jones didn't even get booked. Yeah, I thought so, Katie. So we probably would have called for it, as I do rightfully agree that you should call for it, because it's a challenge in the box. You're going to call for it, even if you don't think it is a pen. But I don't think it was a penalty, personally. If we'd have had that, I would have called for it and then gone,
oh, yeah.
Yeah, maybe not. Because at first, I thought it was a pen. But I watched the replay and then thought it would have been soft at best if it had been given. No more eggs left. And I've missed the bin.
See, we haven't been pressing high up the field here.
We normally do. But the thing is, though, Dad, I don't think we need to in this game. It's a waste of energy, isn't it? Especially at the minute. Yeah, there's not a lot left, but you don't want to now go, boom, let's attack them and then get a player injured. With no more substitutes to be able to make. We've used all 3 substitution slots. Because you're allowed 5 subs, but you can only make 3 times. No, we haven't, because 1 was made at half time.
The thing is now, we're not the team chasing the game. They are. They're the ones that got a score. Yeah. We haven't, so...
Lewis has put, I'm calling 7 or 8 minutes. I'm calling 6. And Kate said, look worse to start with than it was. Yeah, that's what I mean. I saw it and went, oh, that's a pen. No. Watched it back, and it was a bit... He felt the contact and went, I've got to go down. And there wasn't actually much contact there. So I think it would have been soft. I mean, I could have seen it be given. Because, as we said, League One refs are shocking. But never a penalty in my eyes. Look worse than it... Well, they always seem to look worse than they are. Yeah. Don't know how we ain't winning. Connor, you're just not taking your chances, mate. That's how. And we've taken ours. But we're 1-0 up, and now we're happy to let you do what you want to do and get it long. Good game management so far from Pompey. That's how. That's all it is. It's going to be what? Right, you've got a free kick down the right wing, but I don't think that was a free kick either. Lee Brown kicked the ball into the right winger there. And it's bounced out for a Pompey goal kick, but he's been given as a free kick. But this could be the moment, couldn't it? This could be the moment. So, I haven't seen anything. No, don't worry. I do know, though, there will be 7 minutes of overtime.
Jesus.
That's what I do know. I don't know whether this has gone in or not.
Please, you don't know, do you?
I don't know, no. Whipped in right-footed. Rasmus wins the header to the edge of the box. It's there to be hit. It has been hit. Bobbles through. Bad clearance. White heads it half away. Misses it, but it's back now to the defence. You've said this already, Mesh. You have any chances, and that's what you got wrong. Yeah, Lewis, exactly. Louis, in my opinion, we've played like Barcelona. Maybe Barcelona's C team when they've got 18 injuries. Whipped in, Johnson heads it clear. No free kick there. It could have been a free kick, wasn't though. Left footed across the... Why would he come out there for?
The sun was in the way.
Okay, but that was the edge of the box. I don't. If McGilvray comes
That's ours.
Yeah, it will be ours. Katie. 7 minutes. I'm going to check if there's been any other goals, actually, because that's what we need to know, isn't it? Hull 3-0. And Fleetwood are winning 1-0 away at Wimbledon. That's good for Wigan, that one. Fleetwood taking the lead away at Wimbledon. Boom, 3-0 up. Preston beating Swansea. Have a look at that now. Swansea down to 4th. Barnsley 5th. 1 point.
Chapman player from today.
They're 1 point off of thingy. Dodge scored both and missed a penalty.
Are they playing again?
Luton Town away. Chaplin is not playing today. And Hull have claimed a 3-1, a 3-0 win over Northampton. This is a better squad than the reverse fixture. What, for you? Or I think it's a better squad than we've got, other than the injuries. I don't know about Wigan though. It's whipped in right-footed. Naylor clears it straight up. 5 minutes still to play as Curtis presses, headed back.
You can't just let them keep coming on to us. This is just risky.
Corner ball. Haha, yeah. There's loads of corners. He slipped. I can't actually tell if we've gone 5 at the back here or if we've gone 4 with.
We're just inviting them to press onto us. This is risky.
Yeah, but Dad, the difference is Kenny Jackett didn't assess games well. The Cowleys do.
Well, we'll see.
Nicky's there on his iPad looking at everything. Evidently, they've done it for a reason. They haven't just gone, nah. This looks more like a Jackett display and nerve-wracking. Yeah, it is. It does look a bit more like a Jackett display, but I think it's just get a job done and move on. Is what they're going for. Right-footed into the box. 1 to the back post. There's no one marking there. Look to be dragged across. Williams wins it and it's back out. Better for us. We had 2 18-year-olds centre back. Oh, God. Peterborough has ended 1-1. Peterborough 1, Sunderland 1.
He's holding him all over the place there.
It's going to be a Pompey free kick on halfway there. Surely a yellow card for Tilt as well. He's walking away from the referee. Well, he hasn't been booked already, has he? Even for the one on Cannon. Yeah, it's going to be a yellow card for Curtis Tilt. It's deserved. Yeah, he's
all over.
Curtis was through then, actually.
He was.
If Curtis Tilt hadn't have brought Curtis down, Curtis was through on goal. And he's understandably annoyed. That is the 3rd yellow card of the day for Wigan. We're probably not even having a yellow yet. We'll put the current lineups with the yellow cards and everything on screen now, though. Just in case you were wondering. At the right wing, Williams into Cannon, who knocks it over. He's chasing. He hasn't won it, but still. We're keeping him pinned up there, then, weren't we? I have hoofed it clear now, but straight to Bolton, not Johnson. He looks to come forward, doesn't, but not stopped really that badly. We'll put the Pompey team up now, actually. Actually, I'm not going to put the Pompey team on yet because I haven't actually edited that one with the right team. Oh, no, I have. That's Pompey's team. I don't. Bolton's on there, but I don't know where he's played. Out of the way. Yes, Lewis. Agreed, mate.
What you say?
Read it. Bottom one.
We got another throw. Still 3 minutes
You're
left.
so close to the camera.
Get this with proper.
Lee Brown's taking his time here.
But the ref will
Rolling up.
2 minutes now.
Rolling up. Lee Brown does go into the book for that as well.
What time wasting?
Yes. Pompey's first yellow card of the day, interestingly. Deserved, though. If he's time wasting it, yeah, here we go. Lee Brown into the book. Katie, we're all going on the League Two tour. Katie, it's not over till the fat lady sings.
It's not over.
And she's not singing. Don't be worried. It's the same with Pompey. We thought, oh, God, no, we're doing it. We're down. We're not going to get the playoffs. We've got a new manager and we're, 4 wins out of 4 if we win today. Not over yet. Where are you now? You're 23rd, yes. Game in hand on Bristol Rovers, only 2 points ahead of you. Game in hand on Northampton, 4 points.
What was that?
Jeez, don't you scared me then.
What a terrible pass back.
Yeah, but I thought that was going to be...
Awful.
Don't do that to me.
Awful.
Jesus. You scare me sometimes. Go Wigan from Uruguay. Glad to see you're supporting Wigan from all the way over there, mate. We're Pompey fans, but we respect that, don't we? You know, supporting your team from all the way over there. Fair play to you, mate. Fair play to you. A minute left to go.
I thought we should have a free kick then. Okay, he's getting fouled again.
Yeah, but they will, but he's down holding his leg. He looks in a lot of pain there. He's going to do it though, isn't he? It's just, this game is going to be painful for the rest of it.
That's another free kick, surely, for us. We got a free kick.
Half minutes played.
Is it?
I don't know. Yeah. 9.5 months about to keep the faith. Yeah, it's been hard.
Right.
They are coming for Curtis Tilt's up front now. Let's keep counting.
Pompey have won.
Pompey 1, Wigan Athletic 0. Full time. That's a good win. Let's say that, isn't it, Dad?
Nothing spectacular. Nervy, to say the least, at the end. We were inviting pressure on, in my opinion. But we've won another. We've won again. So 4 out of 4. Move on to Burton. Must play a lot better, though, in the next game. That's a bit of a smash and grab raid. Wonderful goal to win the game. But it was almost like a bit smash and grab.
Pompey fans, let me know. Are you happy? Are you not happy? Are you content with that? Or are you buzzing? 100% win record after 4 games.
No, you can't. Yeah.
Can't doubt it, can you? Best of luck for the rest of the season. You too, KT. Hopefully you do stay up.
Yeah.
From us anyway. It won't be easy, but it won't be necessarily ridiculously hard. Only Hull winning in the top 6 there. And Blackpool, obviously. But yeah, good luck. Hopefully you stay up. That's what we all hope for.
And hopefully your club can rebuild and move forward.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you can't fault the Cowley. Played 4, won 4. Clean sheet today, but it was a scrappy game. I don't think we were great.
38% possession.
Yeah, so Blake just said 38% possession. But like I said before, the start of the start of the stream. These teams aren't going to be easy. They're fighting for their lives. They've got to get points to stay in this division. This isn't an easy game, but we didn't keep the ball very well.
At the moment.
We're now up to 4.
Yeah, oh yeah. We take it, lads. Reggie Singh saying Blues. Yes. We do. I'm going to put in the comments now that the table, if it will work.
I don't think it will.
You can go for the toilet, yes. While I edit this. Dad, we'll be back before we end the stream. Hull on 76. Hush or Peterborough, they're on 73. Sunderland are on 71. And then Pompey on 64. But Dad, you might as well stay here for now because we're only going to be doing this for quickly. A win is a win at the end of the day. Yes, Katie, it is. Just need a fresh start. You do. Helen, good win. Get in. Yep, Zoe says pup. Let's go. Have to watch out for Blackpool. Helen, we do. But we'll invite Lewis back. Lewis, thoughts?
It wasn't pretty to watch whatsoever. Like, it was a really, really scrappy game. They could have won that, I feel like, easily. But we just took our chances. You had that fan that, I think it was Connor, saying, how are we not winning this game? The reason you're not winning this game is because you haven't took your chances. We had a chance, a brilliant goal from Cannon, and we managed to defend it. They had chances. They had plenty of chances. Like you said, we had 30% possession. They had too many chances, didn't take it. And that's why they are where they are.
Yeah. Lewis, 9 points off automatics now with a game in hand. Doable? Not doable.
I want to say doable, but I'm not getting overhyped for it. I just want us to cement the playoffs.
Yeah. Right, Dad, doable, not doable. Go.
We've got to play better than we did today to even cementing the playoffs, don't you think, Lou? I mean...
Yeah, 100%. Today was... it was not a very good game to watch. We shit-housed the win so bad, it was unreal.
I mean, at the end, it was a bit like we were inviting pressure on. I mean, the thing is, like we said...
head it out, they go again. We head it out, they go again. We head it out, they go again.
They didn't actually have any real clear-cut chances in the whole game, did they?
No, not clear-cut, no.
It's not like they were one-on-one with a keeper and blazed it over or had a free kick that hit the puck. They never really had any chances, did they?
They just had a lot of crosses, a lot of shots that were blocked. That's really all they had. They, like you said, they didn't have a one-on-one with the keeper.
I think after we scored, I think we just sat back and we wanted 1-0 would do us.
Oh yeah, 100%. Because when he made he obviously had to make the sub with Nicoloson and Raggett, but then we brought Bolton on. It was like, yeah, he's just sitting for this win now, just to sit back and go for the win. You know what I mean?
But what a worldie to win a game!
Oh, that goal was tremendous, and especially coming on, he's on the pitch 36 seconds, and he does that. It shows the impact subs make to a game. You know what I mean?
Mental, mate, mental. I have to watch that platform. I've already read that one. 3 big points, clean sheet at least. Yeah. Liam Pryor, Wigan didn't have a shot on target. You can't possibly win a game without a shot on target.
Yes, you can. Pompey done it with Hull. So I don't know what you're on about, Chav.
But still, I get the point. Katie, the Wigan fan, same story, different week from us. First half of the season had a few chances, but scored most. Second half season, we have lots of chances, don't score them. Fair enough. It's not been great.
I just hope Wigan do stay up, to be fair, because they have had so much chucked at them. It's unreal, to be honest. They've had so much chucked at them. I just hope they stay up, to be fair.
Yeah, same. Well, Lewis, man of the match. Pick one.
I'm probably going to go with Watmore. Watmore played well. He was good. He was good defence today. Like, he had to do a extra job today because Raggett was a bit shaky. Like, he had to try harder than he normally does. So I'd give Watmore it's either Watmore or just Cannon for the fact he scored. You know what I mean? It's either one of them two, I'd say.
I agree with you there, Lewis. I think Watmore was the man of the match.
Watmore was man of the match today. He had to do a bit extra and all because Raggett a bit sloppy today. Not what we've seen the last 2 or 3 games.
The man of the match, just the fact that he battled and scored a screamer. But
within 36 seconds of coming on.
But if you take it as the whole game, I think you are right. Watmore was class. I think Raggett had another good game, to be fair, until he came.
Did he catch the ball before it went in? No. What a goal it was, though. Lewis, do you think Cannon should be starting next week after that goal? Well, and that performance, obviously.
I don't. I feel like there is changes we can make because obviously today wasn't a good result. Well, it was a good result, sorry. It wasn't a good performance, but we can't change too much. That's the thing, though. We can make 1 or 2 changes. That's about it. So if we were to make changes, they'd be very limited.
We're not.
Yeah.
The fact that we're eking out results, we're winning. To me, that's all that matters. If you can tell me from now to the rest of the season, we won't play well in every game, but we'll win every game 1-0, I'll take that all day long.
It's the fact we're getting wins. It's the fact we're getting wins.
Yeah, that is
playing like we are.
Pretty much.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyone would be happy with that.
The funny thing is, Pompey still have 24 points to play for. We've got the last. How many have we got? The last. I'm doing bad maths here.
We've got 8 games to go now.
8 games to go, and in our last 4, we've got 12 points. That form is beautiful to look at. Isn't it? Just to think, if we'd have managed to beat Peterborough in that away game, we'd be flying. Best of luck for you now in playoffs or promotion charge. The form is with you now. Thank you, Katie. Best of luck to you in your relegation battle as well. Won't be easy, but you're still only 2 points off safety, and there is a game in hand on Bristol Rovers there. Doncaster slipping away. They're now 5 points off promotion.
Doncaster out of the mix now. Tell you now, Doncaster are going nowhere.
5 points off playoffs now, Doncaster.
They haven't won in so long.
Confidence seeping away from them, isn't it?
Yeah. We'll read the rest of the results out. Wimbledon, they lost 1-0 at home to Fleetwood. Blackpool destroyed Gillingham 4-1 at home, ending Gillingham's playoff charge. Doncaster lost 2-1 away to Bristol Rovers. Swindon, they lost from in front 2-1 to Burton. Sorry, they equalised and then went behind. Hull, they beat Northampton 3-0 to keep their space at top of the league and extend it. Crewe, they beat MK Dons 2-0 away. Accrington beat Oxford 2-1. Peterborough drew 1-1 with Sunderland live on Sky. Rochdale drew 0-0 with Ipswich. Shrewsbury beat Plymouth 3-0, and Pompey obviously beat Wigan 1-0 away. But that is roughly where this stream will come to an end. There'll be a reaction out at about 6 o'clock. I need to edit that and record it. Lewis, final thoughts after that game?
It wasn't the best, but keep the faith for Ghana. Up the Blues.
Well, I'll see you for next Saturday's game, Lou, and for your review that you'll send me shortly.
See you later, mate. See you later, Paul, mate.
See you later, mate. Up the Blues.
Well, that is where this live stream will end. Please do, if you haven't already, please do subscribe to the channel. Do like the video, like the live stream, and come back in just 50 minutes for our review. So I'm going to let you go now, Dad, because you have been bursting for the toilet. So I'll see you in a minute. And we're going to put the 30-second timer on in case there are any more questions you have to ask. But we'll see you live next Saturday at 2:15. But before then, at 6 o'clock.
Up the Blue.